It says live, but are we live?
No.
I feel alive. Do you feel alive?
Nah.
I could actually do with turning that light down a little bit.
I didn't even put that light on. I can't snip.
Can you all
to the people in the chat?
Can you all see us, hear us, and all the rest of it?
To the people in the chat.
How is everybody? I hope everybody's having a great day and had a wicked start to their week. Let me just scroll down the chat and say hello. So, hi Derek, hey Chaz, hey Richard, hey Mark, hey Kristens, hey Bugs and Stuff, hey Harry, hey hi Phil, hi Spider Mom, hey Leslie, hi Jackie. Have we got everybody yet? Hi Jim, hi Toby, hey Callum, hi Robbie. Hi, Callum. I think I might have done that twice. Hey, Leah. Hi, Andy. Richard, the moustache is not going anywhere, mate. I'm not doing any bets to try and...
no, everybody liked the stream. Does that mean we get rid of Richard?
Yeah. 30 likes on this live stream and we'll ban Richard from the channel, which is Princess Richard. How is everybody? It's like the first proper week back in it after Christmas.
Are we still in January?
Yeah. Hey Russell. At least make it 40 likes, says Richard. You could just shave half. Yeah. I'm not doing any bets to have the beard or moustache shaved off this year. It's definitely staying. Although we are still waiting for Richard's comeback. Hey, Amy. Well, let me just click that onto live chat, otherwise I miss half of it.
Hi.
Not quite, Richard. That one's black and dead skinny, isn't it? Sorry, guys. I'm just going to say hello, everyone, for now. Too many. Oh, I don't blame you, Callum. It gets difficult, you know, when you've got so many people in the chat trying to keep up with everybody.
I did the same, Callum. I just said, hi, everyone.
I like to give it a quick rundown and just say a quick hello to who's there. Do you know what I mean? At the start, and then get half an hour, and I'm completely lost with the comments. Oh dear. So what's everybody been doing this week? Anything interesting? I know it's only Tuesday, but we picked up. Well, we didn't pick up. We had a couple of spiders dropped off on. Was it Monday? Yeah, Monday. No, Sunday. Sunday evening. Did a little swapsies. Leah's seen a few of those because I did a little live on TikTok late last night just to see how it goes. That was a bit different.
I just spent the last half an hour on TikTok. Now I've got emotional damage.
Oh, happy and hello, you beautiful people. Hey, Scott. Callum, you donated on the live, not the live video. Chill. I'm not complaining. Absolutely awesome. All right, hold on. Let me get rid of that bit. That's awesome, man. Building a beardy setup, says Richard. Doing a mantis. Tested positive, says Callum. Oh, no. Bro, what tattoos did you have, says Harry? Yeah, Sir William Wallace. The live was fun to see last night. Oh, cheers, dude. I've basically just got the devil and some skulls down my arm to represent sort of where I was years ago, and it's going to go up into a bit of more of a celebration at the top once I'm happy with where I am. This one is literally going to be a blackout sleeve going all the way up to here, going into jigsaw pieces to go into the autism awareness tattoo I've got up there. I've got some on my back and my legs as well, but they're the ones on my legs from when we used to do mixed martial arts and think we were bad man. My young person started respite, so I had a day to myself. Man, I bet that was pretty cool. More time. So tonight is a open mic night. Hi, Nana. This is Lizzie. Tonight is an open mic night. So what we do is just invite you guys to come up on the screen, have a little invert chat, reptile chat, whatever you want to do. Show us maybe some of your animals. Just have a bit of a chin wag. What I do is I just pop the stream link down into the comments, so you follow that. It's so easy to follow. It's that easy to follow that I actually can set it up. So it's got to be easy. Toby says, when I had the virus, I was chilling because I ordered £90 Spider Shop mystery box, and it was awesome. Man, this is what I hate about this time of year. You just skint, you can't order nothing.
I'm not skint, and I did order, but I didn't order spiders.
A fridge behind me, says Harry. What, this? That's a glass cabinet, mate, with all the YouTubers' stickers on, and Creature Crate stickers and show stickers. You can see my fridge freezer in some of the videos because I'm stood over that way at the other end of the racking. Oh, Sir William Wallace. Yeah. Have you got Instagram, Sir William Wallace? I'd love to see the pictures of that once it's finished. That sounds flipping awesome. And remember, anybody with children.
Boundary. You just posted the link. Richard is not allowed on.
Of anybody with children, up until 9 o'clock, we don't swear. We don't cover adult topics as much. As soon as 9 o'clock comes, it's basically hide your kids because we go swearing and all sorts.
Oh, fucking hell!
Oh.
Don't swear, Ellie. There's children. Told you once.
Yeah,
I think
what's going on?
On screen.
Thank you, Happy.
I put my children to bed. I didn't come here to deal with more.
You're fine with me. I don't.
No.
I'm really not bothered. Oh no!
Tell
The
me-
best of Richard's got the beer.
Then your next count. Oh, which way? That way. Next counterpart. Hi, Christine.
Hey,
Hey,
Christine. Congratulations
Hey.
on the 1K. That's pretty awesome.
Now I'm sandwiched between the two lunatics.
Super cool.
How does it feel to be a sandwich filler?
Just
I wouldn't mind if I had a better choice of sides.
can one of the mods deal with that
The class wannabe and me.
thing in the comments, please?
I have a feeling we should,
Thank you, Happy.
with Scott's permission, I reckon we should get the comments to roast me.
After 9,
Why?
Why not? It'll be funny.
because before 9 o'clock we have children and stuff like that watching. Hey, Erin, the boy with autism, you're right, mate.
Love it, Richard. Love it.
Yeah, you know.
Lizzie says hello to everybody.
Hello.
Who's got me on Echo?
Echo.
One
Not
of
me.
you.
I think
Should we all
it's-
start singing a big song and just see who echoes it? I've only had one.
Yeah, one great. Haley's creature features.
This is like quite nice stuff. It's like Jeremy Clarkson, Hawkston stuff.
Oh, no, I don't drink
Nor do I.
much.
Right.
This is the first time I've had one in ages.
Are we sorting animals whilst I'm on this live?
You're right,
Sorry,
dude.
just-
I'm just having a
Hold on.
break on my animals. I've got him over there that I've been sorting out.
Somebody's echoing like crazy.
That is an echo, isn't it?
Yeah, I can hear it too.
I definitely don't have an echo because I've got my earphones in.
I can't hear any echo. Does that mean it's me?
Hello? Hold on. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Oh,
Is it
hello?
me?
Echoing? What's going on? Has it
don't
all
know.
sound all right now? No, something's there.
It's coming through you, Scott.
I've got everything on mine is just set up how it normally is.
I can't hear an echo.
That's cool.
Does that mean it's Richard then if he can't hear the echo?
Is it me?
I have no idea. Where's Christine gone?
I'll log mine back off and then come back on just to check.
Okie dokie.
Oh, it'll come on.
Hello? It's Richard.
It's Richard. It was Richard. It's stopped now.
Richard the professional. Where's
Of course,
Christine gone?
Richard, the one with the good stuff, is now the one with the faulty equipment.
Yay, appears so. Richard.
My chameleon successfully managed to breed, and the
Callum
female's
knew.
looking big now.
Cute.
Yes, Richard, the echo's gone.
Yeah, it was Richard.
It's all your
Hey,
fault,
Cluis.
Come on,
mate.
Richard.
In a little bit, I think sort of 5, 6 is more than enough. I'm just waiting to see if Spider-Man comes back on, Aaron. If he
Scott.
echoes, I'm going to batter him.
Scott, when you getting one of these things?
A panther chameleon.
Yeah,
Hold on.
it's Richard. It's Richard.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Hold up,
Yes.
man. I'll unplug my
Hey
mic.
Luke, hey Natalie, hey Nick Nack.
Is that any better?
No, Richard. You're
Okay, I'm
destroying
back.
me. What? Have you got echo cancellation on the StreamYard audio? Let's go back to it then, Toby. Let's have a quick look.
All right. Yeah, they successfully managed to breed, so I'll have babies at some point. And you're more than welcome to one, Scott.
Cute.
Does that mean I've got to come up to Scotland?
No, that means I'll come down to you, or I'll post it. I'll courier it to you.
That sounds good to me. That does sound.
I mean,
very
they
good.
take the eggs take a year to hatch, so it'll be a while.
Nick Nack says going to jump off for now. Justin making dinner will be on shortly. Cheers, dude.
All right, let's see.
I was munching my dinner. That's why I was late. And
Oh, you mess.
we can't even see Ellie because I've got the branding in the way. Let's see if I
Oh,
can't.
look at them.
There you go.
Oh, that's good. Beautiful.
Super
No,
cool.
Cute.
Super
That
cool.
is super cool. Hey, Diana.
That is.
Hey, Anton. Didn't see you were in there as well.
Anton.
Go back to the Panther Chameleon. It's better looking.
Okay. And I'll feed the male as well, and you can see the male. However, he's got nose rub, which is really, really annoying me, because it was during his shedding where he screwed up his nose, and I thought it was just shed at a glance. And then after he finished his shed, I realised that he'd actually really screwed up his nose.
Oh dear, not good.
Which
The Yemen that we've got is just constantly shedding. Just goes over and over again. As soon as it's finished, it's
good. That means it's growing.
Immediately after, it's a grumpy old chameleon.
It's a Yemen chameleon, Scott.
Oh, tell me about it. He is annoying.
Yeah, they're really cool animals at the same time, though. But yeah, that's the downsides to Yemen chameleons, is they're not as colourful, and they are really grumpy.
Google, give me 1 second, Toby. Harry, the Tuesday lives, I have guests on some weeks where they show off their collections and stuff like that. Other weeks we do this, which is like a face-to-face open mic night, and they let anybody and everybody come on, have a chat. Sometimes they want to show what they've got. Toby's pretty good at that, and but yeah, I'll just chat with everybody and let everybody else show off their stuff on open mic nights.
He's not interested. Hey ho. The female will be though.
Scotty never stops and always wants to bite. The stepdaughter Layla, if she goes anywhere near our Charlie, which is the Yemen, he literally goes dark and flips upside down and
My word.
opens his mouth at her and all sorts. We still got the echo.
We do.
What's going on, Callum?
Oh, fudge. Not a lot. I think I froze.
Is Callum here?
Yeah, but he's froze up.
No.
Oh, cheers.
Hello, Callum.
He's down there somewhere. He has froze up. Try I'll remove you, Callum, so you can come back in again.
Can do.
Hold on then. Remove. Add back, see if that helps. He has gone completely dark now.
Where's Richard gone?
He's disappeared. He's just put echo wasn't me. Ha ha. I don't know. What you have to do with StreamYard is if you click on the audio bit and it says echo cancellation, you click on that and then that should stop the echoing. It does with me because I can hear you guys. My microphone is literally just right here. It definitely was Richard.
Absolutely.
Yes, Aaron, if you want to follow that, mate. Then Scott will try sort that gift for Richard with you next week. Okie dokie. With Richard echoed non-stop. It's just I don't know what it is. What you got going on, Jackie?
Hey, yeah, I'm sad enough I've decided to start doing a maths course.
A maths course?
Yeah.
Cheers, man. Okay.
How would any...
But the thing is...
Really?
Yeah. It's not that, because when I did maths, I mean, it was like quite a long time ago and a lot of things have changed. And I mean, I'm pretty good at English, but maths, I'm just sick to death of being really crap at it. So I just thought, you know what? I'm going to sort myself out and start,
you have to count on dinosaur toes.
Quite right. Meanwhile, you've got me who just hates maths, just in general.
Oh, I absolutely despise it, but I'm sick to death of being, not being able to do certain things. I'm like, stop this. I'm going to sort myself out.
Fair play.
Quite right.
Spelling's my thing, and I just can't get the hang of it. My spelling's that bad, even for predictive text and the spell check. Don't know what I'm trying to put. Scott,
I'm sure you must be loving the scientific names then.
The scientific names are easier because you can spell them, and Google knows what I'm looking for. I always know because of your algorithm. Google knows that I'm looking for a tarantula, so it pulls it up. So that's pretty easy
because it's so accurate. Yeah,
and like going on Messenger as well. It's just like
There is a certain program, I can't remember what it is, but it actually helped with your punctuation, and I put it on my phone, and it's brilliant.
Yeah,
and anything that's spelled wrong, it'll tell you. It's really, really quick. I can't remember which one I did.
Callum's gone again.
Kristen says I can't spell English either. No, but you should you'd be able to spell your native tongue wicked. And just remember, like I said, up until 9 o'clock, there's no swearing or anything like that. So if you've got kids, that's feel safe with them until 9. After 9, all hell breaks loose. So it's probably
is it a party as soon as it hits 9?
I don't. Well, we do swear a little bit, Toby. We do cover adult conversation and all sorts. Any dream teas you don't have, Scott? Harry, do you want a list?
Days.
Scott, have you got yourself a Sabah Blue yet?
No Sabah Blue. I wouldn't mind the Dolichothelys diamantinensis again. The Solaris is a dream tarantula that I really, really want, but the price on those is just sky high, absolutely sky high. And there's a tarantula that's come into the country 2 years ago, and it's a what is it now? I can't even remember the genus now, but it's got a massive long horn. So it's like the Marshelli, but the horn's about 8 times the size.
Oh wow!
So that come into the country a year or two ago with adults. So hopefully the babies are going to start showing around soon.
That one there. Did you see that in the news? I'm getting in my. I got this new phone, right, and I switched over to Android from Apple, and I love it because when I go into Google, then it immediately comes up with news that is like tailored to my interests. So I know immediately that there has just recently been a new species of tarantula discovered that lives in bamboo.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Hello, guys. Hello, you're right. Yeah. How you been doing?
Mate, can somebody deal with that
Yeah.
Donald, please? Hi, Erin.
Yeah, I've been all right. I've been doing fine. Not bad myself.
I'm all right, yeah.
I just went out today, got another fish. Pretty much same old thing, really. Brought another fish.
Awesome.
Hey, Bradley.
That's cool. I can never.
So yeah,
I can never
Ego
manage fish.
enclosure now. What you got to be? That is awesome. Right, Toby. That
can you hear me? Yeah, guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
we can hear you, Aaron.
Yeah, I can hear you, mate.
Yeah, that's good. That's all right. That's fine. That's cool. If you can hear me. Yeah.
Don't worry. Chill out. It's all good.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Oh, wait.
Hello, Greg.
I just need to put a t-shirt on quick. Just got to put a t-shirt on.
All right, mate. Bless him. Toby, the tarantula that's recently discovered was actually discovered 5 years ago.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a species up until Robbie's googled it. Nice one, Robbie. It wasn't described up until very recently. So as soon as it becomes described, they then back it out there as being a new tarantula. It's
okay, I got you.
The fact that not many people knew that tarantulas actually live in bamboo. But over in the Philippines in Mindanao, I have a species Mindanao South that actually lives in bamboo. I think I said on streams. I had a friend actually lives in one of the villages out there, and he went into the jungle on his phone, literally 5 meters away from his house. Bamboo, cracked it open. There's Mindanao South. I was like, my God.
Whoa.
Nice.
Awesome. Oh, that's really cool, Callum.
Also, grasshopper, female, some adult, I think.
Yeah, so, right, I'll show you some of the animals I've got. I'll show you a couple of them I've got.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, Aaron.
Wow, nice.
Awesome.
Female horse head.
Can I stay on?
That's epic.
Can I stay on here as long as I can? Is that fine?
Probably about 20 minutes or so. Just try move back from the microphone a little bit, just a tiny bit, and then you'll be great.
Yeah.
You'll be good
Very
to
loud. You're very loud.
And then just there you go.
Do horseheads make good pets, Callum? Are they a nice species?
Yeah,
they are pretty good. It's careful, really. They're literally just like stick insects or plasmid. So,
epic.
Not too difficult. In fact, I've got mine with some McClays and some, another one. That's like blues, I think.
Are they pretty much like just another species of stick insect, but it just so happens that they're from grasshoppers?
Yeah, pretty much.
Awesome. Do they bounce? Do they bounce everywhere?
Not a lot. They tend to when you handle them for quite a bit. Like once they've got fed up handling, they'll sort of jump away.
Have you got male and female?
Yeah, I've got in fact I'll grab a male now, actually. But I've got 3 males and 2 females, I'm pretty sure.
I've seen them everywhere, and I've never really been super interested in them, but you're sparking my interest right here.
Oh, pop the female down, see if I can grab a male.
Yeah, like Greg says, a lot of the new spiders that come out always cost a lot of money. T. Celedonia females are up there with the prices, that's for sure. Solaris, for a young female, at one of the shows last year, you're looking at £600.
Oh,
Jeez.
I know.
For
If
a
you could buy
spider.
the male and the female for around that price, and you could guarantee babies and all the rest of it, then it isn't an investment. But
Yeah.
you can't, you can't guarantee.
That's bad.
So yeah. Can I show you my pets? Can I show you quick? Can I show you? Show you what they look
Yeah,
like.
of course you can, Aaron.
Yeah. Okay. So so obviously to begin with, we've got the anomalous tarantula that we all know is obviously this Nandu bird eater. It's the Nandu. I've got the Nandu here. So yeah, it's obvious. It's obvious spider. Obvious one that we all know. And I've got the other obvious bird here, which is obviously this pink-footed glyph one I got here. I got the pink-footed glyph juvenile.
The
Pink-footed glyph juvenile. I got one of my ball pythons in here. She makes a mess. She pushes all the toys around. She just pushes all these around. I don't know why, but she pushes them around.
She's just making her own home.
Yeah,
She's got this
all-
little
all
place here.
creatures
She likes it. She's alright with it. She likes it. But what I'm gonna do is I do need to start looking for a bigger hiding place for her. I really do need to. I need to start looking for a bigger hiding place for her. Definitely.
Yeah, she's awesome. So you got the spiders.
Yeah. That's one of the ball. Yeah, that's one of the ball pythons. I've got another one in here. He's a male.
How many have you got?
So I've got fishes. Yeah, fishes, tarantulas, one cat, 2 snakes, and some. Oh, and also some piranhas. I'll show you in a minute as well. Some piranhas.
Oh,
Got some
red
piranhas I'll show you
bellies,
in a minute, guys.
or are they the green?
Huh?
I say that
What's
are
wrong?
they the red belly piranhas, or are they the one of the other species?
Yeah.
Harry,
Yeah, the red belly piranhas. Yeah.
I don't know if the skeleton emerald's worth 700. To be fair. Oh, that's another beauty. What's that one, Aaron?
Yeah, he's nice though, isn't he? Yeah, it's the pied one, obviously. It's the pied. It's a pied ball python.
I love pieds. Pieds are awesome.
He's
It's
nice though,
crazy
yeah,
how that
he's
pattern
good.
just disappears into white, isn't it?
Wrapped around me. It's wrapped
That
around
is,
me. I'm wrapping.
I just wish pieds were a bit more. They're a bit more common because they're a really, really cool morph, but they're still a good price on their heads.
they're very unusual. Very, very
They
Yeah.
are.
This one cost me about £500. This one was 500. Yeah, 500 I go for this one.
That was very
Yeah,
expensive.
it's that sort of price, ain't it? Yeah, because they are quite expensive though, ain't they? These sort of like pied ones. The pied ones are still going for a fair lot of money. They're quite
What, the
expensive
cool
though, ain't
ones?
they? Yeah.
My favorite pied paradoxes, and that means you get like all kinds of cool stuff. So you got pieds, then you've like chuck in some banana in there, stuff like that.
If Rob is still in chat, Harry, he'll probably be able to tell you how much skeleton emeralds are actually worth.
Yeah, and the piranhas are down here, guys. They're around down here. Yeah. Hi everybody. I'm live. Guys, I need to turn it on for a minute because I want to show them something.
Bless.
I've got to show them.
I want to
yeah,
see these
so
piranhas.
here-
They sound cool.
Here they are. Yeah, piranhas. I've got a couple of them in here.
Oh wow!
Awesome.
Yeah,
They
red belly
are
piranhas, as you can
beautiful.
see.
What's that?
Live. It's live.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hi, Aaron's family.
Awesome.
So I've got in there. I've got about 7
Yeah.
I did have 9 of them. But unfortunately, they hit their other siblings because piranhas can be aggressive. It's just how they are. They do.
Yeah.
They can't end up being their own kind. It's just
It's
in their
strange.
breeds. It's in their nature.
They are a pack animal, but then they can go for each other. Can one of the mods just deal with whoever that is as well, please?
Mum, where's Paris?
Scott.
They got some
Yeah,
growing
so
pains.
yeah.
Sorry.
This here, guys, is my cat. Let me find
the
her
worst
quick.
things ever, Scott.
Paris. Oh, there she is. Yeah, got her here, guys. She's here.
My mods are pretty good.
on,
They're
Paris.
on stuff pretty quick, to be fair.
Well, if you
so I wanted to show Ellie Bugs. Is it Ellie Bugs babies as well? Is that her name again?
Yeah.
Is she there? Is she there? She's there, right? She's there, yeah.
She's just popped off for a second or two.
Oh, she popped off. Okay, but here she is.
Whoa.
Say hello, Paris.
awesome.
So I'm not a fan of cats, but he is gorgeous, or she is gorgeous.
Yeah, she's a female. She's a girl, Scott. She's a female. So yeah, she is a female
What breed?
cat. Yeah, and guess what, guys? She is gonna have kittens quite soon. Yep, she's gonna be expecting quite soon. She's gonna be having kittens. Yep.
Epic.
Yep, she's gonna be having kittens quite soon. Can't wait. I can't wait, guys. I cannot wait. I'm so excited.
Awesome. You got a cool little collection there, man.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, you know, yeah. Oh, this is a new fish I got today. Let me see if I can find him. He's probably hiding in there. Yeah, there he is.
Give me
Found
1
him.
second, Aaron.
That's okay. So yeah, guys. Today I went to the pet shop. And I got this little guy here. Got this little one here. I don't know the gender of it yet. Yeah, it's all right. What I'll do is just quickly. Can you see him there? Just quick. Can you see him?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's that one there. It's that big catfish there.
It is very
It's
nice.
that one. Yeah, it's that one.
Yeah,
That's a new one. Yeah, that one there. You see him yet?
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Like I said, yeah.
Epic.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, and I got this. Yeah, an Oscar fish in there as well. Yeah. So yeah, there's Oscar fish. You see.
I used to love the Oscars. Tiger Oscars, albino Oscars. Absolutely awesome.
At the
All
minute,
flies over my head.
it's not the best setup at the minute. It's not really good setup at the minute. But this is like a temporary tank for the meantime. Eventually,
Hey, Knick-Knack.
I am gonna upgrade eventually. Eventually, I'm gonna upgrade to a bigger tank. Eventually. Yeah. So yeah.
As the fish grows,
Yeah.
it's bigger and bigger. Yeah, I remember them days. My God, we had 15 tanks for him once.
That's crazy. I don't know how you keep on top of it, Scott.
Aaron, Jim says, what is the cat a weenie? A whiny?
What's the cat's name?
No, what type of cat is it? What's its pedigree? Is it a weenie? A whiny? I might be saying that wrong.
It's actually called a Scottish fold cat. Scottish fold.
Yeah,
Scottish fold. Yeah,
that's exactly what Russell said.
Yeah, that's the breed. Yeah.
Me and Dave paid
But-
the blower today from Corey. Oh, nice. Hey, Fenton.
Scott.
Yeah.
Scott,
Yeah.
is someone taking that? Is one of the mods taking that off? Because for me, it's still coming up. The one of the links.
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh, okay, cool. If you want, if you go into YouTube Studio, you can click off.
Hey,
You can
Thomas.
set settings so that no one can comment a link. And I understand, obviously, that means no one can comment any links. But I think the creator still can, so you can still put the stream link in chat.
Hold on.
But it means that no one else can.
I got you. I'll have to have a look at that. Fenton
Yeah,
says,
take
hi
a look
guys,
at it.
watching from Fife in Scotland. with my girlfriend Tasha. Loving the animal shown already. Fenton's, you're not alone up in Scotland. Anton in the chat is also from Scotland. And Toby down there in the corner is also from Scotland.
Scotland's best. And fantasy geckos.
My 15 fish tanks.
Yeah, Thomas called me.
About 7 years ago.
Wow.
Nick Knack said, "Right, Scott, get me over my fear of spiders. Keep watching the videos, not just the lives. If you watch the care videos that I do, that should really, really help. I hope."
William
Wallace also says up the Scots. You're
one more thing, guys. Yeah, one more thing. One thing, guys.
Hey, Simon.
I've got a centipede. But it's hiding. I'm gonna try and see if we can see it a bit. It might.
Aaron.
Yeah, hasn't.
Please don't take the lid off.
For some reason, still ain't in its food.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Please don't take the lid off and just show it in a safely. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
I do.
Yeah, Centipedes.
No. I'm alright. I know how to do it. I know how to do it. I'm fine. Trust me. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. I'm fine.
What
right.
species?
I'm just gonna see if I can just lift this up a little bit. Let me see
species?
Okay, let's have a...
Yeah, you gotta be careful with these guys because these guys are fast.
And just like you see, Aaron's
there's his tail.
That's the best thing to do.
His tail's over there.
Is get a nice tall enclosure because these guys can push the lids off plastic containers. If you've got a nice,
there he is, guys. There he is, guys. There he is, quick. There he is. Can you see him? See him right there.
Is that a Dahani?
I see the corner.
So yeah, that's him there. I brought it as a Saturn orange centipede. I brought it as that. It was called that. It was just called the giant orange Saturn centipede.
Sumatran.
I don't know if that's a true name for it, but that's how the Bugs UK put it as. They put the animal as the Saturn orange. Yeah, the giant Saturn orange centipede.
Let me take a look.
That's what they put it as.
If that's Scolopendra dahani, then you've got a really powerful animal.
No. Yeah.
Some very
yeah. They are. And I've heard that their venom is very strong.
Exceptionally
strong. Their venom can be very strong.
It depends because it might also be a colour form of the Ethmostygnus genus, which is semi-okay, but I think it's unlikely. Or if it's Scolopendra subspinipes, then you've got a problem.
Venom-wise, yeah.
What is the biggest centipede? What is the one that actually gets more bigger? The one that gets like giant? Because
gigantinensis.
There is Goliath ones, ain't there? There is like Goliath size ones.
There is Scolopendra galapagoensis, or Scolopendra gigantea, I think.
And the Gigantica, they're massive, absolutely massive.
Yeah, that's the one I saw at the
Phil says
the BTS thing I did, guys. I saw at the BTS, yeah.
Says I keep Dahani, awesome things. I've also got one as well.
Scott, didn't you get a ton of plings in a mystery box one time?
Yeah, I had one Dahani that eventually, after 2.5 years, passed away. Then we've given this Dahani, and then I had a red-legged Dahani and the orange-legged. But because I've already got the orange-legged, I gave one of my friends the pling orange leg, who's not on YouTube or social media. Oh, Toby,
just spam you with like baby. Me?
Sorry.
Didn't the spider shop just decide to spam you with like baby centipedes?
I think we had about 2 or 3 in mystery boxes, and that was about it.
Oh, okay.
But I know Lee from the spider shop. I know him really, really well, and I know Sam really, really well, and they know that I'll never say no to a centipede because they're absolutely
centipedes are awesome.
Hey, Stefan. Phil says had a Scolopendra hard wiki years ago. Yeah, they're quite pricey nowadays.
They're very pricey.
Yeah, you
They're
know
also-
the bots that keep coming into your chat, Scott. They're actually all over YouTube because I mod about 20 odd channels, and basically they're hitting everybody.
They
So
do.
whoever's
Yes.
got the program, they're just spamming everybody's chat.
Well, Phil's still in chat. We've still got Callum, Stefan, Anton, and Nick. I've added now as well because she also mods the TikTok, so they should be pretty much on the mods now. I'm surprised actually. Callum must have gone toilet or something because he normally I'll see it and it just disappears. It will say Happy Ant has muted so and so. Greg says, because of my disability, would never have a centipede. Too dangerous and too risky. Got to be sensible. So,
Wow.
for those that don't know, Greg's
So
channel.
yeah, Scott.
4 wheels.
Yeah,
Hold on, Aaron.
sorry, just quickly.
That's all right, dude.
What I'm
That's
going to
all
do is, I will stand here, obviously, just like for an extra little while-ish, yeah. For an extra little while, and then obviously I'm going to go off, obviously. But I'll be on here for a little while still. I'll be on top of. Can I still be on the live chat for still a little while? I've still got time.
You could come into the comments and that. What I want to ask you though,
Yeah.
Aaron. As
Yeah,
you know,
that's fine.
obviously it says Aaron the boy has autism, so you've got autism.
Yeah.
Our lad is only 3; he's got autism. How do you
Yeah.
find the animals? And obviously Toby, how do you find the animals with your autism? Do they help calm you down? Do they make you feel safe?
Oh yeah. They do help me in a way. They do actually help me on the way. Yeah, they do.
They do.
They do kind of like keep me calm. They do calm me down a bit. They help me when I get a bit stressed. If I get a bit like stressed, or if something's like. If something is stressing me out and I feel a bit stressed out and safe's making me upset and I'm stressing out, those animals make me calm. And they do help me. They do help me. They do help me a lot. They help me a lot.
Animals are awesome.
They actually do help me a lot, calm down a lot. So
They are awesome.
Yeah.
Right, I've got the site loaded up here, Aaron.
Yeah.
Was it the Sumatran orange that you bought or the Sumatran flame?
So it's off of Bugs UK. If you could try and find it, it was under Sutran orange centipede.
Yeah,
that's how they put it as.
It's a Scolopendra dahani.
Yeah, it's a
so
Scolopendra.
Be careful.
Yeah.
It's a dahani though, so be careful. Be careful. Dahanis are.
Yeah, no.
I do know
not to touch it, pick it up. I can't even handle it. Because it's too risky to handle that sort of animal.
Do not handle a centipede. Do not.
They are very, very fast.
They're like
fish.
No.
I know that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no.
You put the fish in the tank and you leave them alone. It's exactly the same with centipede. Aaron, everybody's blasting up the comments because we mentioned autism, and they all know. Obviously, Toby suffers. Suffer. Is that the right word, Toby?
What, suffer?
Yeah, that kind of.
At times, yeah. At times,
he's affected by. I really didn't want to offend either of you when I said that. So I do apologize.
You don't offend me in any way because it kind of is. I mean, when it gets to the point where I just wanted to go over to someone's house for Hogmanay for the New Year's Eve, and stay up to the New Year and stuff. But because it was, it was a 5 minutes drive. And I had never been. There were people that I didn't know. My parents were really, really set on not letting me go. I finally did manage to go. I wasn't even allowed to stay until the New Year because they had to come and pick me up because they just did not think that I would ever be able to handle it. It would get far too stressful. And I don't know if it would have, if it wouldn't have. I wasn't sure. It might have. That's the issue. Is it might have really got to an issue, and that gets in the way a lot. And the fact that I can't go and enjoy myself quite a bit because I'm usually stressing out. Or I'm getting overwhelmed with a lot of things.
Oh, Richard just said he's covered in silicon. He's doing a background. Greg says, which is 8 legs, 4 wheels. He says anybody with a disability suffers at times, but most of us live and survive. I love
Absolutely
Greg's
agreed.
bits, man. I absolutely love Greg's bits. I think he's amazing. All the blue hearts that are coming, Erin, Toby, obviously our 3-year-olds all got autism. There's a lot of people in the chat that are, I should say, affected by it. So they might have autism or family members, that type of stuff. Not all of them will say so in the chat, but that's what the blue hearts go up for, just to show show awareness and to show a bit of love. And then obviously some of us have got the old jigsaw tattoos as well, just to give it a bit more.
Awesome.
And then it's also for the mental health as well. So 8 legs, 4 wheels. Toby does indeed have a channel. He has a very modest one. He's only got 80,000 subscribers. Is it, Toby?
Yeah.
Before we go any further, can I let me just say while I remember, the Home Zoo. Hey, Jamie, please go check that guy out on TikTok. We had him on last week on the live. It's absolutely awesome.
Anton says you can't go anywhere because you're usually hiding in pet shops, Toby. I don't know if I told you all this, but I ran into Anton one day. I was in the reptile shop, and this guy comes in and he just extends his hand. He's like, Toby, right? And I shake his hand and I'm like, who are you? And he's like, it's Anton. I'm like, and it's just all kicks off.
So the crack is, Toby and Anton live in Scotland, and they live quite a distance away from each other. And literally, Toby's gone into a reptile shop. Anton's gone in there, and then Anton's then messaged me later on because I was like, "Did you get him anything?" He's like, "No."
Oh, my phone just died.
It's DEA Exotics. Hey, man.
No, Anton's a great guy.
Oh, that's cool. That is really cool.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
On TikTok, cool. Knickknacks just said Home Zoo is the best TikTok account. Jamie is very similar, but he's got a bigger account on his TikTok than what I have on YouTube. But the community we've created here, he's got the same on TikTok. So if you go over to TikTok, go check him out. He'll send you links to some of the community on TikTok that are doing lives, and it's always nice and safe. There's no dickheads. It's always pretty cool.
Oh dear.
There's a few shops in Glasgow to avoid, says Nick.
Scott, you're 8 minutes away.
I can swear in 8 minutes. Yes!
Woo!
Oh, Erin's just popped off. It is literally the worst hour of my life. I work in hydraulics, so that means I'm out on building sites all day, and everybody swears. And normally I swear a lot. I do swear around family and all sorts, apart from my mom, because she would kill me. I do swear a lot.
That would be hilarious to say that.
You see, Scott, the issue comes in now if your mum happens to have been just popping onto this live and just heard you admit that live to the internet.
Toby, you're only on Instagram, right? Have you got a TikTok account?
I used to, but to be honest, I'm not too big into TikTok.
Let's just say I did a video and I put in the background, a green screen in the background, and you had a woman in a short skirt.
Right.
So I was here like this, so you got a pair of legs coming down, and the song and the dance and the moves I was doing kind of represented things going on.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
And me being me, I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll whack that on Facebook." And then I said to everybody, "Please do not tag my mom or anything like that." And they did. So of course she was like, "You're grounded." I was like, "I'm grounded, 40-year-old man."
I mean, I do have a TikTok account, and I have seen some of your videos, Scott, and I must say they are, yeah. I would agree with you that you probably don't want your mum watching some of them.
Do you know what? My mum is nearly 70, right? And it would have been, I think I was probably about 12. No, would have been younger than that. I think I was about 10. And how can I say this? Because there's kids. I went into the bathroom, and back then we had these things called stereo cassette players. So it was a tape player. You know, these big fluffy earphones for them, but they took they took AA batteries, and I was like, they're dead. You didn't really have rechargeables then, so I'm like, well, where do I find some new batteries from? And there was this like long white thing in the bathroom. So there's me, completely innocent. I picks it up. I'm like, oh, it's unscrews. What's this do? So unscrews it and found a couple of batteries. Put the batteries out, put it back together, put them in a Walkman, and carried on. So going back to my mum, I always remind her about that, and she always, 30 years later, still goes bright red. Always.
That is hilarious.
I love it.
Absolutely hilarious.
Callum's been trying to show us something, and I can't figure out what it is. What have you got? Have you got a centipede out?
Can you guys hear me? I can't hear it very well. I can just about hear you.
You haven't got a centipede out, have you, Callum?
On a stick.
Yeah, he has.
Oh, fudge. Wow.
I hope that's
You're
a
an
double
absolute
tank.
nutcase, dude.
I mean, I can't really hear you guys at all, but I will say don't try this at all.
Do not put your hands anywhere near that thing on my channel.
Hello.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, he doesn't want to be responsible for the consequences.
No, definitely not.
Fudge.
If you get bit on here, I'd have to delete the whole live.
Oh man.
So put it down.
Good at all.
Hello.
Hi, Chaz.
Hi, Chaz. How are you?
Good.
Awesome.
Who have
What,
we got?
Chaz?
Fantasy geckos. Ooh,
Scott, I don't think I showed you what's in this enclosure yet.
Thomas.
Since I last-
Go on then. Go on then, Chaz. Let's have a look.
hello, Callum.
Jamie says stroke it. Don't tell him, mate. Not for me. Playing with danger. Says, I certainly wouldn't advise handling or picking up a centipede. Callum does that all on his own back. Nick Nack says, so many people, I'm confused. Next week there will just be two of us up on the channel, and that'll be that.
Oh, is that a little mantis? I can't see
But
it.
the open mic nights do go a bit crazy.
Awesome.
Is it
You're going to have to try and just stand still for a second, Chaz, because it just keeps like shadowing when you're moving your hand. Sorry.
Sorry, it's my shakiness.
Is it a thistle mantis or is it a flower mantis of sorts?
It's a Mantis diaboca.
Oh wow. That's awesome.
Try putting your other hand behind the camera, behind the mantis, and then it might hopefully focus in.
I love devil's flowers.
Yeah, that's a bit
that's
better.
beautiful.
That is awesome. They're like super difficult to take care of.
That is beautiful.
Nah,
so when did you get that, dude?
I got it off Mantis and Ants and I.
From where? Sorry,
awesome.
Mantis and Ants and I.
That's a new one, but for me, I've not heard of them.
But they
have to
did
put
it.
that
They
in.
did it. But they did a mystery. No, they did a pack of 4 mantis that originate from Africa, and this was one of them.
Oh, Nick's got grapefruit.
So they had this.
Callum says phone's being a bit buggy to staying alive, but I'll be here from now. Oh, Callum, no worries.
They had in the pack was this one, a cat eye, a spider flower, and the Egyptian pygmy mantis.
Nice.
Awesome.
You have to take some pictures of them.
Hey, Phil's
put
back.
them online. I'd like to see.
I've got
That's
some pictures
cool.
on the phone. Like if you can. Oh, I can send you them on Instagram if you want.
Scott,
I'd like to see them.
less than a minute left.
I've got.
I know,
pictures
yeah.
of them.
At 9 o'clock, we do swear, or we can drop out the odd swear word and cover adult topics. So
I've
if you've
got,
got kids in the room, you know, just be pre-warned. And if you're under 18 coming on the stream, just be pre-warned too. Phil, right, hey Phil.
But
You're set.
Jackie, do you have
All right.
Instagram or Facebook?
Hi, Phil.
Like, do you have
I do.
Instagram or do you have the Messenger thing? 'Cause
I
can
have
send
them
you pictures
both.
of that.
I have them both.
Because I can send you them.
Right. If you've gone on my channel, I've got all the links on my channel.
Okay.
I can't keep meaning
So-
to do a link tree, so everything's all in one spot. I never
What's
do
that?
it.
What's a link tree?
Watershed is clear. We may have adult-based language, says Jamie. Nick Knox says, Anton, have 2 corns, 2 royals. Have a rescue boa on the way. Then when Jamie's boa has babies, he'll have one of those. Possibly looking at a scaleless corn and a tree python.
Nice.
Wow.
Wow.
Anton loves his tree python.
Jackie, you've gained a.
It's not even able to smell like a trooper.
Jackie,
Sorry, Charles, I can't hear you, mate. What did you say, dude?
You've gained a subscriber.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you
That's
very much,
awesome.
mate.
Let me subscribe
believe-
too, because I will double check, but I don't know if I'm subbed to you as well.
Boom.
Yeah, I'll subscribe to anyone. No, I'm not subscribed already.
I don't know whether you noticed earlier, but I was eating a sandwich and there was sausage in it. I dropped it. One of my cats ran off with it, the little gits.
There you go. You've gained another subscriber.
Thank you, mate.
Awesome. Oh, the big boy's coming on. Jamie says, "Big butt, check in your videos, giving them a thank you so much."
Hello.
I've managed to make
Hello,
my
Phil.
laptop faster, so now it doesn't act like an absolute spanner.
Scott, are you going to the seas?
Possibly. Chris is on about picking me up on the way down and going. So we could be.
You're going to
very well
BTS
be-
though.
Definitely going to the BTS.
Hi, Phil.
Without a shadow of a doubt. What's going on with Aaron?
Well, I mean, I think if the offer's still up since last week, then am I heading down to yours for the BTS?
Definitely.
Ellie, I joined your group. No, Jackie, I joined your group. Jackie.
Yes, come on
Oh,
then,
yeah,
quick. Scott, do I need to
one of my
pay to see your
slips
videos?
away.
No.
Hi.
Hello. You all right?
Hello.
Hello.
Why are you still in
Young
school
person.
uniform?
I don't know. I was told in
Come on.
John Wilson, that I have to wear my uniform when I'm doing homework or when I was on my video call thing.
But you're not in John Golson anymore.
What do you mean? Most
That's
of the
one
people
thing
in
I don't
Edinburgh
miss.
are
My
on
kids
uniform.
living in their uniform used to drive me bloody mad. I used to hate wearing mine. Mine was like straight in corner.
Straight off.
Absolutely.
Straight off.
Yeah.
Job done.
You look smart.
With me, I'm wearing uniform right now because I wear non-school uniform at my school for sixth form.
No,
You
I was happy. And
No
as soon as I
way.
left, it was practically like, burn it.
I hate my school uniform.
No.
Hello.
I
Yeah.
think you're
How
smart.
are you?
Hey, Derek.
What's going on, guys?
Hey,
Ladies,
Derek.
gentlemen,
Jackie,
friends, family.
Pictures on I sent you the pictures, Jackie, on Instagram.
Okay,
Um,
dude, right.
For everybody that's come over from TikTok, when I do an open mic night, it's always crazy. There's always loads of people coming and going like what's gone on tonight. Next week we've got somebody special on who's going to be getting out quite a lot of reptiles and stuff like that. It'll be a little bit more calm down. So just be aware.
Oh, Phil.
No, it's great for me because all my friends and subscribers and stuff come on, say hello. We have a bit of a laugh.
Yeah, season's coming up.
So I just seen something on Facebook and I'm not showing it. That's naughty. That was funny.
Jackie should say that.
One of my crazy friends. I just looked when I was just accepting you on Facebook and seen what one of my friends put. I'm like, yeah, I'm not saying that.
I mean, it's not.
Yeah,
I mean, Jackie. Jackie.
Someone has been sending Jackie dick pics.
Was
it Phil? Was it Phil?
Do you not want them, or are they exciting?
Found me out.
Hey, this guy's music.
Angela,
how's it going, Derek?
My phone is big.
Going good. How about yourself?
I'm pretty good. Again, anybody that's new to the live stream, Derek's actually over in America, does custom builds, got some incredible builds.
Awesome.
Not only that, I'm giving you, if you tune into my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe. All the ideas I have, all the knowledge I have, I'm giving it to you for free, so you can go to the store, buy the stuff yourself. You don't have to pay these outrageous amounts for enclosures that really aren't worth the money you put into them.
It's only one slight problem. I don't live in America otherwise.
Yes, I'm back. Yes, I'm back.
Hi, Aaron.
Thank God. I'm back. Yeah. Me, your phone died. It just died on me. My phone died. So, but yeah, I'm back now. Yeah, I'm back.
Join the club.
Yeah.
Not right now.
Yeah,
maybe
I was
after
saying one of my slings flipping past. I'm a bit gutted, so it was like, no. I know it happens, but it's still devastating.
See, Nick's come across from TikTok, and she asked if she has to pay to watch the videos. You don't have to pay to watch any of the videos.
All our videos are free.
They're all free to watch. Some of us are monetized, so there is like an advert or two beforehand, and that's it.
The two
Anton.
They're so annoying.
Anton, I don't know if I'm going to Donny. Probably.
Hopefully I'll be at all the Donnies.
Donny will be awesome.
James,
Donny always says awesome.
Put links into the chat now, mate.
If they're as busy as they were last year, then my parents will have a good days again because they done awesome last year.
I think I'll probably try and make it to Donny.
Late.
Happy Ant's just put 9 p.m. Happy, yeah, you're 7 minutes late.
You're 7 minutes late. Did he doze off?
Anton says if you go, he might do as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Wait.
Anton, I'll message you because we need to get you at Donny.
This Donny bloke sounds like a nice guy.
This Donny bloke is a wonderful, wonderful person. Right, I think, to be honest, I'll get going because I've got a few more things to do and my phone's about to die. So
I'll do the live on Thursday.
I'll see you later.
Nice seeing you, mate. Have a good night.
Cheers.
Have a good one,
Nice to
Toby.
talk to you all.
See you here, guys, for a minute, yeah? I'm going to
All
see you here.
Bye.
I've got her back again, look. Food.
Oh, that cat is absolutely beautiful. But I've been told I've got to stop
she's
collecting
beautiful, aren't
cats,
she?
apparently.
Hi, Michael.
Hey, Michael, has anyone else ever had a... No, my male and female minax, I never see them. They live literally in 8-inch burrows.
No, not.
Never kept a minax.
I've got a sling. I've actually got a sling of one of them, so it's just done a burrow and buggered off somewhere. So it's like, okay, see ya. Yeah, I mean, I've got a spare room for mine because 18 cats.
Jim's asked, does Aaron have a bird chair?
So yeah, guys. Yeah, earlier on, yeah. Earlier on, yeah. Earlier on, when I went to get the catfish earlier on, I got a bit of Burger King. Got a bit of Burger King on the way. Yeah. Burger King's the best. It's good though. It's good. Burger King is good.
Jim wants to know, Aaron, if you've got a bircher. I used to a bircher. I've kept birchers. I've kept the ornate bircher as well.
No, I don't think I've heard of that animal. Never heard of that animal.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
Park years ago.
They look like an eel, but they're actually a fish, and the ornate gets up to about 30 centimeters, and they've got like.
I got a Baisha eel. I got a Baisha.
That's probably what we're talking about.
Probably
Yeah. That's the one. Yeah. Yeah, I can't.
18 cats. Yeah, Jackie's the
I
mad
can't
cat
find
lady.
it in a minute because my phone's got literally low on battery, so I got a charge. I got a charger for a little while anyway. So yeah.
What have you been up to then, Phil?
I've been setting up a brand new enclosure at the zoo for Caribou University colour.
Oh,
which is now on display. So it's fully planted.
Hey, Nick.
Hey. Is that seeable?
Hello. You're dark.
No. Put the light on.
Young lady.
I'm going to go back and
yeah, we need to see you.
Phil, so is that with the intention of it becoming bioactive?
It potentially will, like put springtails in there, and I'm going to put isopods in there. But basically, it's a. I'm going to put isopods in there.
If I did my phone, that
would be okay.
Yes.
On, Nick.
I can see you now, lady.
Oh,
there we go.
I'll tell you what,
I only joined because Jamie told me to join.
This cat is so unsociable.
Hold on 1 second.
So unsociable.
This cat's very sociable.
That's awesome, Phil.
Is that background cork?
Basically hidden by plants.
Where's Nick gone? I was just about to put you on big screen, Nick.
And move the.
It's Lee. Yeah, I met you, Incredible Inverts. I met you at the thing, didn't I? At the BTS. I remember. Yeah. Yeah, I met you. Yeah, I met you there. Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
I can't have a cat, but I can have a cat off the Mantis world.
So the next project is going to be a 7x2x2 dart frog enclosure.
Oh,
nice.
That'll be sweet.
This is my favourite Mantis. And it came in that.
It would be nice to see.
That is that the giant African?
No, it's a African. No, it's a.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to turn my lights on.
Cat-eyed.
All right, Derek.
Vision.
Is a cat eye. It came in my African. It came in the African 4-pack, but I do have a second one as well. I hope it's from there, but you know.
Jim, probably going to be Tinks, most probably. Just because they're nice and displayable. But because it's 7x2x2, going to potentially do a bit of a mixed enclosure.
So, yeah, guys, sorry to interrupt one more time. I just wanted to say, I got a Nandu, yeah. I got the Nandu chromatis, yeah. I do believe it's turning more out to be a female because ever since it's been shedding, and I've looked at things on the internet, yeah, and there's things about it's like the male ones, the boy ones have still got like the black back sort of bit, yeah, and the females still carry on with that light back, don't they? They like carry it on. So it's kind of easy in a way to tell male and female from the Nandu, isn't it? In a way, yeah, in a way. But I do know, like, as they're growing up, you kind of have to still try to sex, don't you? Because you still need to tell.
Best way
If they're like,
you sex them is with a molt and to look.
If they're like boy and girl, yeah.
You said about South African.
Yeah, definitely. Like Phil was saying, majority of the tarantula species, unless they're sexually dimorphic, and there's not a lot out there considering how many tarantula species there is. It's always best to go off a molt. And even with the sexually dimorphic species, a lot of those are not sexually dimorphic until they become juvies, subadults, or even mature. Apart from maybe some Panthiobetes, you can sometimes tell when they're slings. But again, to do it definitively, you definitely need a molt.
Jim, that eyelashes would be low.
I do have a funny feeling though that my trans is female. I've got very, very suspicions that is a girl. It's beginning to look more like a female. It definitely is. I think it could turn out to be female. It most likely is. It's got to be definitely 100% female. I'm crossing my fingers, praying to God that turns out to be a female.
See, a lot of people say, "Oh, it's got a big abdomen. It's female," but again, it's always off that.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, I know what you mean by that. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, you can't tell by their abdomens. You don't just tell by their abdomens. You can't just. You can't look at their abdomens and think, it's a boy. It's a girl, you know.
All right, Aaron. No worries.
Yeah.
Chaz, you're only 16, ain't you, Chaz?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Hence why I'm not swearing so much just yet.
Yeah. It's fine. Off camera, I'm different. I'm so much different. No. So different off camera.
But as adults, we have a standard to uphold.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Next
that's
year.
where my mistake was with my children then. Whoops.
I've just seen that one, Nick, where you said that you said there was too many people on and it was lagging for you.
Oh, just a girl I want to see. Can I show you my cat quick? I just want to go get one more time.
Hi, Ellie.
Hey, Ellie.
The zoo license pretty much covers DWAs. So obviously a lot of, we've got tigers. Kind of
yeah. I'll show you again one more time. Just one more time to Ellie. There she is, Ellie.
What we'll do, Nick, is we'll have to get you and the home zoo on 1 week.
Ellie's just got a cat, just in the background, like he doesn't care.
3 of them.
So yes, she's having kittens. She's having kittens, Ellie. She's having kittens.
3 of them. Only 3. There's one over there, and the other one is maybe outside.
I did more on my about my list. I did more on my exam today. Exams. Best thing ever, not.
Ooh, Home Zoo has a DWA, and Anton just said, "What venomous stuff have you got?"
I have no venomous stuff, thank you.
Chaz, I said the Home Zoo in the comments says he's got a DWA, and then another comment from Anton said, "What venomous stuff have you got?"
You said about.
I'll get you, Nick. What we'll do, Nick, is we'll get you and Jamie on one live, so it'll just be me, you, Jamie, and Ellie. So it won't be an open mic night. How's that? That'd be better, wouldn't it? Hello. Somebody said Scott.
I said about my giant African. You were talking about a giant African.
Oh, that's the one I've got. Hold on. Find it.
Am I the only person on stream and in the comments that just don't get what cat obsessions is?
Cat obsessions?
Yep, you've got one. Jackie's
What?
got
I
one.
don't have a cat obsession. If it wasn't for kids, I wouldn't even have cats.
No, I think it's a cat obsession.
Yeah, this is the one, guys. Look, this is that's him, the ball python. It's Casper. Yeah, he's cute though, isn't he?
He is
He's
pretty cute. I legit got COVID during Scott's last YouTube. He did, yeah, last week. He actually tested positive.
There was too many people on stream.
Does it say that screen was
My sister, Dallas, my
Andy, I'm with you, Scott. Our cat's a knob. That I haven't got a cat full stop. I had a cat. Oh my god. My oldest is 22 years ago. And when me and my ex split up, I was like, you can quite happily keep that cat. I don't mind other people's. I've played with Ellie's a few times.
Excuse me?
Your cat. Your cat.
And here we go.
I have stroked Ellie's pussies.
My younger sister Dallas, she loves this snake. She literally carries it around with her like a handbag. She's obsessed with the snake. She's just obsessed with this one. She ain't so much obsessed with the bigger one, but she just likes the small little Casper. She only likes Casper. She just likes Casper most of the time. She always gets him out more. Don't know what it is. She's probably just obsessed with the snake. Just obsessed.
A Gaboon Viper would be awesome, wouldn't it? I take it you guys are all familiar with Gaboon Vipers.
No.
Literally, you put a few leaves on the floor.
I absolutely love to cover them. And,
there's one sitting in the cage.
Of them and the Gaboon Vipers and Rhino Vipers.
The home zoo, we've had a DWA handler on, but that was a long time before it was monetized. So I wouldn't like to, like you said, I wouldn't like to risk it now monetized.
That's the same reason that we don't do it here. We'll post photos and stuff online, but
the largest
as far as
fans
videos,
of the venomous snake, because they're usually about 2 inches long, aren't they?
Guys, you might know what this is.
They're nice, Jim.
So I watch all the venomous.
Yes, a drone. A drone.
I got a drone. Yeah, it's quite a good thing though. It's a cool little gadget. It is a cool little gadget. But the only thing is though, I live near a school, where there's younger siblings, like younger children.
Yeah, we get what you're saying. You can't fly it around the school.
Yeah, that's how. You're not allowed to fly You're not allowed to fly around those schools. You're not allowed to fly in airports. You can only take this drone in open fields. Only in open fields. You cannot take it in no school. You're not allowed.
It's only sensible, though. To be fair, Aaron.
You can get you can get a license for a drone.
Yeah. I think you have to.
You can get a license for the drones.
Yeah, some of them you have to apply with the.
I fly.
I've never really had licenses. I had no licenses for a drone.
But he's professional though, so it's
mine.
Difference.
Have you tried flying yours at the beach? It's not fun.
I sent you a photograph, Scott.
You did.
I'm gonna take it to a beach one day, but I'm not sure if you can because it's still at the end of the day, there's still children. Children at the end of the beach.
But a beach is public property.
Yeah.
I've got the picture,
the only
Jackie.
reason I sent it is because you were trying to have a Mohican, and my oldest son actually had it when he got married. He actually had his hair in a mohawk, and he was just like, "Yeah, cool." And the one that you've seen on the sledge, That was the little child. That's how tall he is. He's over 6 foot now.
I've let it grow a little bit and I push it over to the side. But when it's all, I've got to have it cut in the next week, so all this goes bald again. But as soon as this bit's long enough, I'm going to plait it all the way back. And that's how it's going to be. I'm going to go for Viking type look. And I want to do axe throwing. They've started axe throwing lessons up in Coventry as well. So
Do you want me to do more of those pictures I sent you?
Yeah, that doesn't.
Oh, Shinosaurus, William Wallace. We were looking at those. In fact, I was talking to Phil about those.
Awesome.
The only thing with Shinosauruses is not, always go for captive bred, because in the wild, they are. I would say they're extinct because
they're vastly declining very quickly.
There's 2 morphs as well, and of the lesser morph, there's literally a few hundred left. Plus, with Shinosaurus as well, you do have to. Is it hibernation or brumation?
They go for basically
brumation.
Really,
it's not even like a brumation; it's just a deep sleep.
Mountain stream areas of Vietnam.
Yeah, because they get cooled right down, don't
especially
they?
the Vietnam ones.
Mm-hmm. So they're a lot of work.
Whipsnade, they've got theirs, and it's pretty much cool all year round. They try and keep it as cool as possible all year round. So.
But also, guys, also another thing. Another thing.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'll fire 1 sec. Phil still.
Yeah.
They're being bred.
Sorry. No, I understand. Sorry about that. Sorry. Yeah.
So yeah, they're becoming easier to find captive bred ones.
I'm sorry, Phil. Could you just repeat again, dude? Because I couldn't really hear you. Sorry.
Places like Whipsnade that have Shinosaurus, they've got them basically set up so that they try and keep them pretty much cool all year round, as cool as possible. They where they come from naturally, sort of mountain stream areas. It's not really all that hot. Sort of thing. It might come from like Vietnam, but their microclimate is not very hot. And,
So yeah.
Getting spied on, Ellie.
So yeah. Go back to the drone thing just quickly. It's because most people might think you're a weirdo, because if you're like recording over where there's children in schools,
Aaron,
people might think,
Aaron, I'll just stop you there because I think everybody understands it without saying it.
No. I'll just say stuff.
All right, because
we know.
Yeah, you
understand. Yeah, I know.
Because of people's history, I know certain people's history, so I don't want to touch that subject. If that's all right, mate.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's a bit naughty.
Yeah, no. I know that weirdos are weirdos. We know what they are, but we don't want to discuss them. No. I understand now.
Yeah.
Oh, cheers, Aaron. Thank you.
I do understand. Yeah,
cheers,
I understand.
Mate. Yeah. Jamie says that's a really good topic to talk about. Microclimate within climates, very untouched. Phil?
Yeah, and what elevation can do to temperature.
And Derek, that's one for you guys.
There's all sorts, and even there's even smaller than microclimates as well.
Yeah.
Is that?
I mean, you can really take a climate and microclimate down to
you got macroclimates,
particles.
You got so sometimes just tiniest little detail stuff can make a big difference.
How does it work? A macroclimate. The way I'm now thinking about it, because I was not aware of these beforehand, so I'm going to assume a macroclimate being that small, that the smallest of things is going to absolutely destroy it. What happens if the temperatures drop, or we get rain maybe a little bit heavier than what it's used to, or even wind, or even feces from an animal.
Yeah,
it'll destroy it. But you also have to think, how many of them are there? I mean, there's probably hundreds of billions of different macroclimates that the destruction of a few isn't going to outlast the growth of many.
No, that's right. And a lot of them might change day to day as well.
Always. Seasons change, temperatures change, but they are more susceptible. I mean, obviously, anything in nature, the smaller you get it, the more vulnerable it's going to be.
See, the Home Zoo said mushrooms and fungi are a very good example of macroclimate.
Very good example.
I watched a documentary, and I don't know. I suppose most people have now seen Avatar. When they move through the forest, everything lights up on the floor, and there's
That's good. That's a good film. That's a good film.
Basically, when you go into the woods or you go into a forest, instead of lighting up, they obviously don't. But it's the same kind of network with fungus and mushrooms, isn't it? They literally go across the whole entire forest floor, and there's currently research going on at the moment to see if they're actually communicating across that network as well. Which will be mind-blowingly insane if it's proven that there is.
Mycelium of one fungus, and it's an individual organism, and it spans like across a whole town.
You just can't get your head around it, can you?
It's that sort of thing. It's meant to be like pretty much the largest organism on Earth or whatever, and it's a single fungus. But it's all the mycelium, so you can't, you'd look and go, well, that's not big, but because it just spreads over like roots of a tree kind of thing.
Yeah.
And stuff, it spans like a whole town somewhere. I can't remember whereabouts it is, but yeah, it's like absolutely huge. Yeah, for building this, check out Derek's channel.
So
Reptile said he does a similar sort of thing as well.
Nick and Dave are building a 6-foot tank. What's the best product to use? Check out Derek.
Yeah, there's a couple of us on that have great ideas, and don't ever stick to our ideas. Make sure you just search out, watch every video you can.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Reese says some of the squirrels under a black light glow up like crazy. See you later, Chris. Drop me a message, Chris, about seas.
So, you've also got habitats that are on animals.
Got what? Sorry.
You've got habitats that are on animals. So sloths in the wild, they themselves are a habitat.
Because of the mold and everything that grows on their back.
All the moths and the moss. There's moss that grows on them. There's moths that live within in fur and stuff.
Is there anything that specifically lives on the back of a sloth and nowhere else? Do you know, like leaf cutter ants have got the fungus?
There'll probably be something that we may not have found.
But I know that like barnacles that you find within the ocean attach themselves to the whale. They wouldn't be able to survive without that.
Yeah. I
mean, at the moment in Coventry, because the bin men are on strike, we've got ecosystems in bins. Like, you wouldn't believe what's inside those.
Yeah. And I think that's the hardest part, is to take that ecosystem, and that's what we're trying to make in our custom builds. And then to try and do that, and as we say, the smaller you make something, the more vulnerable it gets. So it's hard to create to say you successfully have a fully bioactive enclosure is super hard to do, but super worth it. But
it's I've made the same mistake myself, and it's now become annoying. Is that bioactive enclosure? It's like, okay, well, if it's a bioactive enclosure, I've now done more research than what I did when I did the first ones where I said bioactive, because it's not actually bioactive. It's, as Phil said the other week, it's pseudo-naturalistic until those plants start growing, until those old start reproducing, until some of the waste, not all of the waste, because not all of the waste is ever going to get processed.
It became a buzzword, and that's what
it still is. It still is. Along the tarantula YouTube community, bioactive is just like gets views. So let's put it in the title. And it gives the wrong impression. That's why I did the TikTok to say that this enclosure is not bioactive. It's set up to become bioactive, but it's not bioactive yet. Whereas the tokay, which I showed towards the end of that little video, that's been going. I think it's going to been going a good 9 months now. That obviously is now.
So, but often people go, "Oh, I'm going bioactive. That means I won't have to clean my animal out inside." No, you still have to clean your animal.
Yeah.
You have to do substrate changes still, partial substrate changes and stuff. You then essentially treat it like an aquarium, but it's a live or a terrarium.
You're going to end up with mold and fungus out of that you don't want.
I've got to take out half the substrate and replace it in the morning geckos because the plants aren't, even the pothos isn't doing as well, isn't growing as well as it used to. And I've got an LED plant grow light right above it. So it's like a lot of the nutrients have been taken out of that soil.
That's it.
But the amount of dwarf whites that are in that soil is absolutely phenomenal.
Put some worm castings in as well because that's great.
I've got worms that are actually in that soil as well.
Oh, yeah, they'll be doing it for you then.
Yeah.
Because I absolutely I love the idea of putting worms in a bioactive.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Really my monitor eats all of them though. He digs through that dirt.
Yes, you can, Nick. Can you just buy the rails for the glass to go on?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Is that?
Check out my video I just posted. I'll show you how to do it a whole lot cheaper too.
Are they on Amazon in the UK, Phil?
Well, I just support eBay. He's got it there. Just go on to eBay and stuff. So if in the UK, if you go to like Donny, there's normally someone there selling them, but eBay's probably cheaper.
I think I did have somebody who was for the more for the spider stuff. Absolute legend, Reptile Innovations. Nick says, "Yeah, come."
Thank you.
In the UK.
Just comes from.
Shall we expose those pictures that I showed you?
Sorry?
Shall we expose those pictures I showed you last night?
What where you put a wig on me? And
yeah.
Oh my
was
days!
Was that on Christine's live? Was it or?
Yeah.
Come on, Tina.
I had to disappear. I thought I was going to be able to come back, but
pieces of wood both sides of the glass as the runners. Probably not a bad idea.
I was to share my screen, so you could just accept that, and then it would show.
1K.
No worries, Ellie.
I do have a question. Can I? Yeah, question. I got a question. Can I say a question? Yeah. So yeah, I got a question. Yeah. It's not really a question, but is there anybody doing any breeding projects? Is there anybody planning on like doing any breeding projects? Because I do want to try and breed from the spider when it comes to the season.
I'm hoping my blue death venom beetle larvae will pupate.
You've done a couple, haven't you?
I am not breeding with nobody.
So yeah.
Hoping.
Does anybody have any mature males that have matured or?
I've got the morning geckos are laying eggs. We're waiting for a liverderm, a Incy Gold, and the Vegans to drop sacks. We've got the dwarf sun gazers, which we're gonna run them through a season, but I need to get somebody to pop around to sex them properly for me, because I think you have to put them under a microscope if memory serves me right. We've got the male and female European eyed lizards. They're probably a year or two away from breeding yet. But the good thing about them is you don't have to incubate the eggs, which is pretty cool. we've got the male and female minax waiting for the male to mature. Hopefully, that's going to be pretty cool pretty soon. We've got the Pantheus beatus vespitinius. Even I'll get my words out in a minute. The male is subadult. The female's coming up to another molt. But because they have to go through conditioning, they both have to be dropped down to 18 degrees, which I'm going to struggle to do here. So they're actually going off to Luke over at SPA Spiders because he only lives up the road. So he's going to have a go with them.
So William was just maybe jealous of that he's got Kimberley rock monitors looking good for breeding season. Kimberley rock monitors are nice looking. Kimberley rock are nice.
Sir William Wallace is on TikTok under the same name. Knick-Knack says she's got breeding projects on, but they're secret.
Christine wants you to say Panther Beatus again.
Panther Beatus. Sometimes when there's a lot of people on, I get really nervous myself and just end up.
And the speech picks up.
Going doop-a-loop-a-loop-a-loop.
So also, another question just quick. Another question just quick. Does anybody have any maturity males that are ready for breeding? Because, like I said, obviously with the female that I've got, which I do believe is going to be female, I do want to breed. I do want to start with the breeding projects. I want to start getting into tarantula breeding projects.
My vegans went off to Leah, Unusual Pets, but that's the only ones we've had mature lately. Thursday I'll be pairing live on TikTok the Mexican Red Meat. Hey Christine again. What's going on, JJ? JJ's got his snake out to play. Oh, nice one, Derek. Derek, the home view on TikTok is the same community we've got now. Very.
Yeah, I just started getting used to TikTok and getting on it, so give me time. But that crap is funny.
Mate, there's on TikTok. Jamie sent me, which is a home zoo, sent me a link, right? And it just said Luna the barn owl. I was like, what the fuck's that? So I clicked on it. 16-year-old lad keeping barn owls in his back garden, a big back garden, and he's flying this big white owl up and down his garden. I was just absolutely in awe. And then starts feeding it chicks. Plus, what else has been? There's been skunks, meerkats running up and down stairs. There's been some amazing things, absolutely amazing stuff that goes on. And they're all pretty much the same when it comes to venomous and handling tarantulas. They're pretty much like, don't do it.
No.
I have seen that there was a big channel I watched on TikTok the other day, and they were handling an old world, and I just thought, why? Just so you get a shock value view, really?
That's all it is.
Also, the problem is like they may be fine and nothing will happen to them, but then you get someone younger watching and going, "Oh, you can hold a pokey," or "Oh, you can hold a kilo brackies." I'm gonna.
Well, it's happened, doesn't it? It's happened. Kids have been.
You get the same thing in the venomous snake world.
Yeah.
It's horrible. You're gonna hold something that's gonna potentially kill you within the next 30 minutes. And then not have the funds in your bank account to cover your bill when you come out of the hospital.
I would love a skunk, really, isn't it?
I'd love a skunk.
That's how much it costs for the anti-venom, and it's meant to be quite expensive per vial, isn't it?
Anti-venom is very expensive.
Yeah, even your minimum snake. I mean, your stay at the hospital, your nurses, your doctors, the anti-venom, you're not going to walk out for under $500,000.
Well, the crazy
why should we have to pay high insurance premiums and all this stuff when people are just free handling animals? Not.
See, the thing is, somebody that a lot of us know was handling a Dahani, got bit, severe pain, all the rest of it. was very close to having a kind of fit.
Oh. Now Kristen got there.
But then he also started getting a lot of blotches and found it hard to breathe. Symptoms that you don't normally see with a Dahani bite. His hospital was then on the telephone to venom experts around the world, which were basically saying, we're not quite sure what's going on with him.
Yeah.
Because it's a baneful bite, okay, we know a little bit about the venom, but these allergic reactions he's having, we know nothing about, so you're just going to have to treat it as anaphylactic shock. But then, with all the spiders and the DWA stuff as well as, you know, a lot of it, that's with hospitals, it is trial and error. And if you start looking at things like the snakes and stuff like that, if they treat you like they do an injection injury, then they're going to literally give you a big, massive cut all the way down your arm, or wherever that bite is, in a diagonal shape to try and get all that venom out as well, as you know. Plus, obviously, if you're a child, you stand a greater risk of something even more serious happening. I just think it is fucking so irresponsible.
And you have to understand, anti-venom these days is not created per individual species. We hope that one day it will be. But as of this point, one anti-venom, you may go in and they may have no information on what you got bit by, but they're going to treat it based off symptoms and what the animal may be related to. So a lot of times you're getting anti-venom to treat one thing that originally was designed to treat another, and it may not even work.
That's it. And the problem is, especially like with snake venom, within the same species, the venom can be different depending on what that snake is eating.
Yep.
It's one of the issues with like the Russell's viper in India. The ones in northern India, their venom is completely different to the ones in southern India. Same species.
Is that?
Yeah. This is the Nandu, by the way. Yeah, it's the Nandu. Yeah.
Reese, don't worry about it, mate. The people, Nick, the people that you and Jamie were just talking about are all blocked up on TikTok. That is pretty mental. The same snake. I wonder if that snake is eating something different to the other one.
That's it.
Along the lines.
Well, you find them down closer to water, they're going to be eating more frogs, fish, and things along those lines.
Than eating a rodent.
So based off eating just frogs alone, if they eat those frogs and absorb that toxicity that the frogs carry, that can manipulate into their digestive system, into the venom glands. Because all really venom is energy produced by the snake through digestion.
Yeah, it speeds it up, doesn't it?
Oh,
exactly. And it's just a recycling process.
I watch an awful lot on venomous snakes, so I absolutely love watching them.
Thank you to Spider Mum as well. The admins we've had a couple of bots come in and try and put a couple of links up. So thank you to the moderators for destroying those guys off. Appreciate it. We also find some animals immune to some venoms, which wouldn't come together in the wild.
These have all been going around in YouTube recently. Sorry.
So yeah, guys.
Yeah, these bots have been attacking every channel that I've been watching. So it's really silly.
But I think venom is a study that needs to be taken more seriously.
But the country leading the way in venom research and anti-venom research is Costa Rica.
Yeah.
They're the best in the world at the moment.
To try and find something where you can treat somebody in the field and they go right back to work. If you're going to be surrounded by these animals and we don't want to destroy them, obviously. Let's figure it out. But you never hear it as a priority.
Because Because Costa Rica, they're making taipan venom for anti-venom for Australia. Because they can make it better and cheaper than what Australia can.
Yeah, and like Dingo Dinkelman over there in West Africa and all that, he's out there going and picking up black mambas out of people's bedroom.
Have you ever spoke to him? Have you ever had a conversation with him?
Oh yeah.
I was messaging it to him and chatting him, and he just phoned me, literally video called me, and he's cooking his
Nicest
breakfast.
guy in the world.
He's off his box. He is off his trolley.
Oh
he
yeah.
was just talking about one thing, then on to the next, and then he's like, yes, blah, blah, blah. And then I didn't hear nothing from him. I didn't hear nothing from him for like 3 months, and then he just video called me again out of the blue. I was like, dude.
He's an awesome individual.
Seriously allergic to
But could you imagine having to call somebody right now because you got a black mamba in your house?
But I mean, I was thinking to be somebody like him with the amount of attention he gets. You know, I'm nobody to him, and he still found time to go. Hey, that blew my mind. Oh, Anton says serious question. Right, lads, we've got to get serious, and girls.
He's asking whether his feather leg can kill him.
If he's allergic to it, then
yeah, the possibility is definitely there.
I mean, well, that's the same as like a brachypelma. Seriously allergic to the venom. Doesn't it be?
Oh, I just pressed the wrong button. Sorry, Ellie. Nikki says, I'd love a black mamba. We had
no.
We had something with the green mamba. The green mambas I prefer. I think the green mamba is just something else. King cobras, you would not find me within a mile of a king cobra.
I know a couple of king liners.
I would so rather work with a cobra than I would a mamba. Any day of the week.
I would love to be in the same room as a king cobra and all the rest of it, but I have nightmares about those things. For some reason, my brain just says, no. Green mamba, my brain's like, oh, that looks fine. Don't worry about that. Have anybody watched Chandler's Wildlife? He's from Florida.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He handles the venomous.
Yeah. That's who I watch. Him and
I watch him as well.
No doubt something will happen there, because if you play with fire, you get burnt sooner or later. Scotland, I'll get you in a room with one. I might do that.
He's missing part of a finger because he got bit by a king cobra, and he said he was in hospital, and apparently something to the where it had been bit, and he got venomated again.
I think being bit by a king cobra and living to tell the tale is an amazing feat in itself.
But to live from a king cobra bite, to tell the tale, and then to pick up another king cobra with your hands and put yourself on television where people are watching you, you're a complete idiot in my book. I'm sorry, I'm going to call you that.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Thing is, people think
dumb. But I get it. It's the same.
Something like a king cobra is DWA, so everybody can't go out and get one. The truth is, if you look hard enough, you can go and get one without DWA. That's what puts these handlers, in my eye, in an even worse position. Do you know what I mean?
That realistically, and I know from being in the States, the DWA only stops what's coming into the country. Once it's in the country and it's having babies in the country, and you can buy anything, anything you want.
In the UK, like the brown recluse, obviously, redback, and all that is all DWA. I have been offered all of those via Instagram messages mainly. And
I've seen them at shows.
Yeah, Phil's actually seen them at shows. But the German site, you can go onto the German site and you can go, I'll have that, and that. They ship it over to you, which is illegal because you haven't got the import license. But then 9 times out of 10, they'll put a DWA spider in there as a freebie. Because that's what stopped me. Because I was going to order some bits from Germany, get the import
And that's
license.
just the way they don't have
The
to.
UK
They don't have
import
to put it on the label.
The import license is actually free in the UK. But then I heard these stories about the freebies coming over, and I was talking. Excuse me. I was talking to KBN, the local reptile shop, and he was saying that it's happened in Coventry, and he's actually had the DWA spiders to his, and then they've had to go off to one of the zoos.
Yeah. TSS every so often in like their shipments, they'll get accidental DWAs and they then call up Venom Tech and be like, "Can you go to Heathrow and pick these up?" Sort of thing, because we can't take them.
Yeah, and there's calls all the time asking, because we do take in reptiles and we try to help. But the one guy we got a call on, I mean, he had an 11.5-foot alligator in his basement. I mean,
what?
Guys, I think. Oh no.
So,
Crap.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Jim. Every DWA venomous keeper I know, I've always said, it's boring.
That's not just DWA. That should be for spider keepers as well.
now it's getting it. Phil might know this. Is getting the spiders DWA the same, like as far as putting in hours and everything, the same as what like we have to do for reptiles?
We don't have hours here. You apply and they either you do all your setup and either approve you or you don't. There's no you have to do so many hours with a mentor. I mean, it's advised to go and know someone near, at least hopefully.
Yeah, because I know over here it takes so long.
So,
I think it took me almost 3 years.
As advised, advised to go there are DRE courses you can take, but they're not necessary. Kind of thing.
In Coventry,
can be different as well.
In Coventry, where I am, it's £360 for the license, and a vet who's supposed to be qualified or have experience in the area of whatever animal that you're keeping as a DWA
often
comes out, checks your setup, and then that's pretty much it. Everything in here would have to be labelled up what's venomous as being venomous.
Yeah.
That's more, from what I understand, more for if any public come in or if the police come in or
it's protecting the public. It's not about protecting you or the animals. It's protecting the public.
I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I mean, I want a DWA. I want to get some DWA scorpions, but at the moment, my other half says no. She doesn't grumble about any of this. I'll take the piss out of her and say she whinges and all sorts, but she don't really grumble. She don't complain. When I get new spiders dropped off because I've done a swap or done something, she never ever whinges. But she has said somebody's got the echo on. But with the DWA stuff, she says, look, just hold fire until we can move house, so you can move it into an outside building away from the house, and then she'll be quite. I think she'll just feel a bit more comfortable in herself, knowing that they're not actually in the house. Yeah, I do need the room first. It will come in time, Anton.
Everything takes time.
Whatever the local authority is about what they require as well, because every council is different.
Prices are different.
Yeah. I mean, I know someone who he was quoted for his DWA. He was quoted £20.
Yes. I can't. Was it somebody last week said £1,200 for their DWA just for him to come and have a look?
So he was quoted £20, and then down the road there was over £1,000.
Essex, £275.
£275.
Areas depending on the local authority. And so they'll have. I don't know if he still does. I went to.
Yeah, the insurance is outrageous
in Kent. And saw his DWAs. They only had a few. And he actually kept them in a separate. He kept them on an industrial unit. So they weren't in his house.
I'd love that. That is the dream for me. Is
So
I love all my animals, but if I could have them outside of the house and in a complete room, that would be
Well, he had like his own business, so that was like his office for his business, sort of thing. But he was like, well, I'll keep some animals here as well. I was like, well, if I want to do DWAs, let's do the DWAs here. But the things they came up with for him to put in was stupid. Because he was only keeping sport. He was keeping sidewinders, coral cobras, a little dwarf caiman, and stuff. Because
if you inbox him, I didn't know if he'd be happy enough to put an area with comment.
Because it's you got to have 2 locked doors. And what they end up saying was sort of like, "Oh, put up this netting." So like the garden netting you get to put over like your runner beans.
Yeah.
So like put that around and keep all the vivs in there because that's snake proof. Anyway,
that makes my head hurt. Let me just say, Night Nick, thank you for coming across from TikTok to YouTube and coming checking it out on this side of it as well. Really, really appreciate it. All these guys have got channels, so please make sure you subscribe to them all as well as. That would be amazing. And I think you're already linked up with Unusual Pets, if I remember right.
Hi, Leah.
Leah, I've been here all whole time just trying to finish this bloody tree.
That's the big one that she's doing.
Yeah, no. I really appreciate the fact that you just have us on in the background. Really means a lot. I will when I can look at my screen. No, Nick, you go get your head down if you've got a headache. I will drop a message about getting you in the home zoo on a live. Probably be a week on Tuesday. I've got somebody planned for this Tuesday, which will be the advertising will go out on Monday. That is crazy though. How is garden netting snake proof?
Exactly. But that became a requirement of his license, so he had to put it in, even though it was like, and they're like, yeah, that's your double door, and it's all like
that has been set up by somebody that just gets
that just shows you the ignorance involved in the hobby from people that are making legislation that don't keep reptiles.
Oh yeah, no. The person who inspected the vet was a farm vet. Didn't know anything about reptiles at all.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that's the thing. I mean, I know a really good reptile vet. He's nowhere near here, and he's a DWA vet as well. So he deals with DWAs. He deals with
thank you, Stefan.
Big crocs. He can deal with big crocs and stuff.
Thank you, Ellie.
He's a zoo vet and stuff like that. And yet, when he's applied to do like DWA checks and AAL checks, and animal activities license checks, and stuff, and his council like, no, you've got a vested interest. He was like, yeah, no, my welfare. All things are done right.
Oh, quick, thank you, Spider-Man. Let me just say, Erin, the boy who has autism, thank you for popping on, mate. And night, have a good night's sleep, dude.
Yeah, mate.
Do you get a sore throat with the vape, bro? Just quit smoking New Year's. I did when I first started vaping. Yeah, you can. You can do, because it's a different sensation for your body. You're going from smoke to an oil vapor. I don't cough up phlegm now. That's all gone. But you do kind of, when you cough, you kind of get the flavour of whatever vape you've got.
I'm down to three cigarettes a day, almost out.
I'm not staying on this for much longer because I do believe these are dangerous to you as well. I don't care what.
Absolutely.
What they say, I don't care how much people say, no, they're 100% safe.
No.
At the end of the day, we're designed to breathe air, not vape.
Not chemicals.
So I see this as a coming down off the nicotine step, you know.
That's it.
I just look at it. The air enough outside is bad enough for our health, let alone what we're putting into our lungs.
Try living in Coventry. It's very difficult to smell what you would consider to be clean air in Coventry. It's very difficult when even when you're driving through estates where they've got front gardens and they're cutting grass. You know, sometimes it can be difficult to smell the actual grass because of how heavily polluted the air is. If it's not just polluted with like car exhaust fumes and stuff like that, then it's just like takeaway smells and stuff like that as well as. I hate it. I really want to move to either the edge of Coventry or countryside or Wales or just to get the fuck out of this place. It's done me bad and it's done me good. Coventry is probably the best ways.
I feel the same way about being in the States. This place is a disaster waiting to happen.
They never said 100% safe on the vapes, but it's better than cigarettes. And it says Spider. Yeah, that's true. Reese says that's what I'm doing. Move to Chelmsford, Scott. No, thank you. I've done work a lot. Well, worked a lot around London, and yeah, I'm 43 in February, and I just want a bit of a chill one. Do you know what I mean? I've led that hectic lifestyle. I've been in crowds, getting trains, and all that other bullshit. I don't want none of that no more. If I could go around the farms doing hydraulic repairs all day long, I would literally just be in heaven. Oh,
Which
Harry,
part
man.
of Manchester, Harry?
Chelmsford has country areas
Depends which
as well.
parts, because there's some good and then there's some really
No. Okay, no.
Oh.
No, it's not for kittens.
See, William Wallace has got the right idea. Contemplating moving up to the Highlands away from everyone.
Yeah.
It's just so many selfish people around, and I'm not talking about our communities or the invert community or the reptile community. I'm talking about like just normal
people in general.
They don't want to waste 2 seconds of their life to let you through or
help you
2
out.
seconds to say, oh, sorry, or I'll hold the door. Nobody holds a fucking door open for anybody no more.
Nope.
Nobody, and if you do, you don't get a thank you. If you let somebody out at a T-junction, very rarely do you get a wave saying thanks, and it costs nothing. Zebra crossings in the UK, you don't have to stop unless they've started to walk. So if you stop at the zebra crossing and the person there hasn't started to walk, but you've stopped to let them across, all they've got to do is that, just to say thanks. They don't have to look at you, just a quick, but they don't. You know, even when I was taking all the drugs and at my lowest, I still had manners. I still kept my manners. I still said please, thank you, and I was always courteous to people.
Scott, what have you been on today?
Nothing.
Really?
Why?
I'm courteous to people, yes?
Sorry?
I said courteous to people, yeah?
No, you're not going
I am. I'm always courteous.
I'm very manners, yeah?
But you're a mate. You know what I mean? You're a very close friend. So, you know, you take the piss out of me just as much as I take the piss out of you.
Hell yeah.
But to people that you don't know, you should have manners. It don't take much when you buy something in a shop. You always say thanks, don't you? Or you should. And in Coventry, it's lacking big time.
Right. I only use self-service.
Like Jamie said, they're free. You lose hope in humanity when you work in retail.
It's the same when you're a zookeeper.
Yeah.
Some of the shit I see public doing, it's like, seriously.
Oh, mate.
The way forward now.
The way I've been spoken to on site is like, you know, you're fixing their machine, they're speaking to you like shit. I've had to walk off a few times, and I've phoned the manager up, and he's had it in the neck. Like, I've gone, these fucking sites are fucking dickheads, rah, 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 rah. And he's gone, are you working with the dickhead, Scott? I went, yeah, I fucking am.
What gave you that idea?
My manager's wicked. He will listen. If you need to vent, he will listen. Spider-Man says, just for your information, I didn't mean anything against smokers when I said that. I'm just a big advocate for vaping. It saved my life. Yeah, we get that, Christine. Don't worry.
Yeah. See, I'm a smoker, so I can actually say that we can be mean about it because I'm telling you, these things are killing people.
I'm not even going to lie, right? I haven't smoked for 6 months. I've been on the vape. A fag's got 18 milligrams of nicotine in it. My vape's at 3 milligram. I would kill a cigarette. I would really love to just chill out, have a fag.
Not worth it.
And then I'll have a cigarette, and then after that, you know, go back to vaping and all the rest of it. But that'll never happen. I'll have a cigarette, and then tomorrow I'll end up buying a pack. You know, Blink's gone up.
And
Jamie.
You got 6 months in.
Yeah, 6 months last time was a touch and go for me, and I failed at 6 months. So this time, I ain't going back. I'm too old.
What's the old rule of thumb? It takes 6 months to create a habit.
Yep, exactly. We've got a retrobate now.
Sure.
Retrobate.
Adam, they're the worst.
How you doing, man? You all right?
I'm all right. You all right?
You're not bad, man. I've really enjoyed myself so far. It's been a really, really good show.
Check out the haircut.
Mate, this is what COVID does to you, bro. It just... Get out of bed, look. I've let myself go.
A lot of you that are watching that
Oh my days.
that are not on TikTok, Jamie's got a really, really good channel. Like I was saying before, the community everybody's created with all us lot and all the individual channels. Jamie's got the same on TikTok. So what we're doing is just bringing everybody now, TikTok and YouTube, all together so we can go in between the two and
have great content throughout.
Bypass the dickheads. Do you know what I mean?
Show you a little Asian forest, nothing too big.
But James also got a lot of time for people. So if you want to learn like how to increase on TikTok or get up to that 1K, give him a little message.
Yeah, I'm really lucky. I've got quite a good following. I've only been on TikTok 3 months, but it's excelled. It's done well better than I ever expected to. I wanted 1,000 followers, and I've been on 3 months, and I've got nearly 18,000.
I've been on there a year, and I've got to 1,400. After Jamie's mentioned me a few times, I've now gone up to 1,550.
We've not even done a live together yet, Scott.
Bloody hell.
No. I did do a little one on TikTok last night, but I was that nervous. I was stuttering. Nick supported me through it, luckily, because it was like, I had to get the Theraposa enclosure out with the camera up over it. Not used to it like that.
Look at that sting. Look. How amazing is that? What a great bit of evolution.
Wow.
Great bit of evolution. There. Creating something like this that can survive underwater for 48 hours.
Right.
Look after itself.
I'm going to leave you to it.
I love it. Yes, Daniel.
Yeah, I did, Reese. It was just one of those where I just thought, do you know what? Let's get it over and done with, and then it's done.
I look really fat. I mean, listen, there's no secret, guys. I am fat, but I'm leaning over, so now you can see like my t-shirt's getting eaten. I gotta pull it out.
Come on. We all know all the birds out there, right? Like a little bit of fluff around the chin, and they like a bit of chunk.
I got half a chance then.
Do you know what I mean?
I really enjoyed tonight, man. It's been really good.
There's me,
really,
you, JJ, and Phil. They all carry, you know. Look. More pushing. More cushion for the pushing.
Yeah, we will.
I've really enjoyed it, man. The microclimate for me is something that really we don't touch on enough.
I've just gone on TikTok and just added you, mate.
Thank you, mate. Thank you. like I say, if you guys need help with your accounts, I try my best. You know, I can't promise anything, but we do have a good community. Instagram's very good as well.
Happy Ant. All the TikTokers love the dad bods until they see them in real life. Yeah, a bit of a chunky is good. It means you've not got cuddle bones. Where's Jamie gone?
Oh, I pressed something. I've pressed the button. I'm trying to flip it over so you guys can see me better.
Hey, Jay.
Oh, that's what I got to do. I know, guys. I'm going to be going around in circles. Bear with me.
No worries. Anton, can I show that picture on the live stream? I've only got a little beer bed. Mine is the I blame Tara, right? Because what Tara does is she'll cook a roast joint or she'll do dinner. She's only a small girl, and then she'll make my dinner like this, knowing that in my heart of hearts, I know that I've got to clean that plate because otherwise I'm going to, possibly offend her. And so I do. And then when we have kebabs and stuff like that, she leaves, I'm like, oh, that can't go to waste. So I munch it off. And to be honest, I absolutely fucking love food. Spiders are my first hobby, but my love is for food and just eating it, not cooking it.
I think food's quite a social thing as well, isn't it now, Scott, to be fair? Like, with everything, we've been closed down for 2 years, not going out to restaurants and that. So now when we get out there, it's now a treat, really.
Ellie, it's like a little slip and slide. You can start on the belly button and then you slide straight to backwards. Do you know what I mean? You'll be fine.
Oh, it's me. Hello.
What I'm going to do is show you. I'm going to swap Jamie over just for a sec.
Well, who's that
Anton?
Scott's inverts. Hello,
I'm going to show you what Anton does. Anton is a pretty close friend of mine. We've never met in real life, but we talk a hell of a lot. But this is what his passion is.
Oh, wow.
And he breeds those.
Breeding the trees. That's awesome.
He has got some amazing green tree pythons.
Does he breed the reds? I'm really like the reds.
With Anton, he's a private guy. So with Anton, I just let him say what he's got to say in the chat. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. If he breeds the reds, I'd love.
Hey, Shelley.
Love a red. That's something I want to add to my collection as a red.
That's sick. I want one, Danielle.
Yeah. I knew they didn't stay red, man. It's same as like the greens. Isn't there certain ones that turn like a bluey color? I'm not an expert when it comes to the emerald greens and stuff like that, but obviously you do see a lot of stuff floating around.
Anton breeds them, and when he's got them ready, he does drop it out in the chat.
Awesome. It'd be something I'd be interested in the future. I mean, ideally, I wanted a boa because I'm a huge boa fan. Like,
he's
boas
giving me one and Leo one or something. Aren't you, Anton?
But I will tell you with Anton will question you about your setup, and he will question you to make sure you know what you're doing before he even takes your money. He's more conscious about the health of the snake than he is about the money.
That's exactly how it should be as well. Credit to you there, Anton. Exactly how it should be, mate.
The man has drove down from Scotland to London to drop off a baby GTP.
Is that? Oh, if I give Anton beer tips, he's going to give me a GTP. Sorted. Not that I have anywhere to put one, but
is that guy Insects with Chaz? Is he on TikTok? I think I recognise him from TikTok.
You got TikTok, ain't you, Chaz?
Yeah.
I think I recognise you. I literally think I just scrolled across your account today. Legit today.
Cool.
You know when you just recognise someone?
Yeah, I'm on TikTok as well, Chaz, if you want to add us on there.
Chaz, did you do like a slime opening or something?
Yeah, I follow you.
That's why I recognise you. How you doing, man? I see it today, honestly. I see it today and I'm thinking, I really recognise that dude from somewhere in the corner. Because I can't see it crystal clear because the Scott's invert thing covers it on my screen. But nice to meet you, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look at the
There you
awkward silence
go.
when I come on. See if Fatty comes on, ruins it for everyone.
Nah, Chaz can be a bit quiet. That's all. Can't you, Chaz?
Nah, that's all right. Incredible Inverts. Is this the guy that's the zookeeper, is it?
Yep.
Yeah, nice to meet you as well, man. I was going to say that last week, guys, obviously I see you all on the chat, but it's nice to put a name to a face. So thanks for all your positive comments last week.
Nick, drop your link in the chat, Nick.
Doesn't everyone does.
Doesn't Nick have to be? Doesn't she have to be a mod?
She is.
Is she?
And the comments
Yeah,
on the
I can
monitor,
see it.
mate, as well was really
On the
well
computer,
received, mate.
you can
I
on your
appreciate
phone,
that.
can't you?
Yeah,
She's a mod on my TikTok as well.
I've seen so many vastly overweight bosks over the years.
It's one thing that I try and avoid for exactly the same reason. People just power feeding them to get them big, and then they're just dragging their bellies across the floor and everything.
Bosks, they don't eat rodents. They don't eat rodents at all.
Mine gets the very rare mouse. It's a clean-up crew, so on a Friday, if one of my snakes is not eaten, gets it. But majority of her diet, a good 95% is insects, locusts, and other insects. Has a bit of egg every now and again.
Oh, I've just seen the comments, Callum. in the chat.
Insects. Yeah, my parents is insects, earthworms, snails.
Yeah, I've got African land snails that I'm just growing up for her because she's really
love
fussy.
those.
If they're too small, she doesn't want them. But once they get the size,
Oh yeah, yeah.
it's like Mars bars, isn't it? She just has that one and just keeps scoffing them down.
And there'll be like the occasional tortoise egg.
Yeah, I just give her a little bit of scrambled chicken egg. I don't give her raw. I've seen some horrible things on TikTok recently, guys. I don't know about yourself, Scott. I know you're coming over there more frequently as well. I've seen a guy feeding bits of steak to a tarantula, like cubes of braising steak to a tarantula, which kind of worries me a bit.
It's crazy because you kind of imagine things and you think that will never happen, and you go onto TikTok and you see that it does happen, and you think to yourself, how, and just why, and
I mean, all these things have happened all the time. They've always happened and stuff. I've seen them throughout the years. I remember years ago, I got asked about it was a tegu. Talking about tegu, his main diet was carbonara.
Carbonara.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was the diet that they were giving it, was carbonara, and I was like, well, what the hell?
Lucky still be alive.
And so I was like, there's all sorts of things like that. And I'm going back like 10 years, that I was asked that. And so
Me and Scott was watching one channel and they were given lots of wrong advice. I mean, I'm not going to name the channel, but one of the things that comments were on there that were tarantulas can walk on water.
Some can.
Literally, he is saying literally like
there was a Lazadora parabama
sitting on the pot, saying it can walk on water, and then when questions about where the lungs were on the abdomen, no, they're not. No, they're not. They're not at the bottom. They're not book lungs. They're proper lungs. They inhale and exhale like we do. And there's a lot of other things. I'm trying to be kind. Because it's Scott's channel. But
yeah, we don't. I'll mention things, but I won't name and shame people or stuff like that.
Just the sort of people, when you look at something, you think, I wouldn't personally keep my animals in that enclosure and that setup and that kind of thing. That's kind of what we was watching. But yeah, I mean, but the worst thing is that's not the strangest things I've seen on TikTok. Some magic.
I questioned that guy, and he went ballistic, and then suddenly I was muted.
Yeah.
Phil, the way you move a tarantula is you get your tongs and you just hit the back of it.
It was doing it quite heavy-handedly as well, wasn't it?
One way to get it.
Yeah.
Hello? Did somebody shout?
What?
I think Jackie was saying something, but she's frozen.
That is bad. Yeah, me. I'm bloody disgusted. People do that. Need the freaking heads vexing.
Hey, Gordon.
And particularly at the time as well, they had about 150 people watching. So imagine 150 people Does anyone want to hold a flat rock scorpion? I could probably get you one, Gordon.
I always see those hamster mazes, and I always get upset about them because they're so cruel.
The hamster community is vicious, man. I couldn't own a hamster just because I'm scared of being attacked by him, to be honest with you. The hamster community is savage.
Oh, Jamie. Hold on.
Hey, Dale.
Hey, Dale.
Because you could take, because like the hamster stuff, people make like the mechanical parts when they move around.
That's a
and
bit
stuff.
of me right there.
That's one of Anton's.
I've literally got a 3 foot by 4 foot arboreal set up downstairs with the name on it for that snake.
Wow.
100%.
Dale.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, Gordon, mate, I'd definitely be able to help you out with that for a flat rock scorpion. Another person as well is William Wallace as well. If he's still in the chat, he's got quite good connections when it comes to scorpions as well.
Dale, he is literally, I call him the Scorpion King, because there's nothing that man don't know about scorpions. A lot of my information I'll double check with him before putting it out there. But yeah, man.
Yeah, this is just an ordinary Asian forest Dale, so you're probably very, very aware with them. It's not a blue Asian or anything like that, just a normal black Asian forest. A little female here.
I wouldn't be surprised if he couldn't tell you the species just from that.
Lots of people, because of the emperor, they get often mixed up. But if you've got lots of experience, like it sounds like Dale has, you'll be able to notice the subtle changes between the pair. But to the untrained eye, the emperor and the Asian looks very, very similar.
The problem was that the spinifers were being sold as emperors, like when emperors went to CITES. And so because a few people are like, oh, we can try and confuse people here, but they're massive differences between the species, between the genre as well.
Yeah. So there's a question about, are these communal? This particular species can sometimes be housed correctly as communal, but obviously all scorpions have the capability to cannibalize. So
until there's a pregnant female.
Sorry?
Until there's a pregnant female.
Yeah. So obviously you just got to be careful, really. I've had a small communal myself of 3. I had all males, and all I'd done was make sure there was individual hiding spots for every single scorpion, because obviously if they didn't want to have a bunk up, they could just go around and do their own thing. And I always made sure that there was a good variety of food in there to not get them tempted to cannibalize each other. And that was quite successful for a couple of years. But this lady here, she lives by herself, because the plan is to hopefully breed her.
I've got all 3 of mine, all 3 species all in together at the moment, separate enclosures. But yeah, the males with the females.
What scorpions do you keep, Scott?
Samani, the Solanus, and what's the other one? Dale, what's the other one? I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm just looking for the enclosure.
Yeah, when Dale knows your scorpion's better than yourself, bro, then that's when you know he's good at what he does.
I got those 6 off him.
Oh, really? I've got a Desert Hairy coming on Thursday, so that's a little for anybody that's going to be joining my live on Thursday. That's a little bit of a preview. My first Desert Hairy scorpion, which is going to be pretty cool. Very different from this particular scorpion. For anybody,
Aerodronus, if I remember right.
Yep. Yeah, Aerodronensis.
The Samani and the Solanus. Dale, what was the other one? Only because I can't be bothered to go digging.
So the answer to that question, Harry, is what's the best species for communal? Like with any sort of arachnid, it's really hard to answer, because even some communal species are known to cannibalize each other. Fight, it does happen.
Cyanus, that's the one.
So that's Javanimetris now. Cyanus. It's not the same Heterometris. Heterometris. Yeah, that got 5 years ago.
I just think the evolutionary thing when it comes to scorpions is unreal. To be honest with you, just that plated armor.
It's the pectines are literally one of the most fascinating organs on an insect.
Yeah, that was me, Reese. Yeah, driving a Metris.
Molly says, "How do you guys remember the scientific names? I can barely remember my mates' names because
I appreciate that, buddy.
I think it's because we probably value the creatures more than we do our mates."
Anton, what would you recommend? Is more like a low down arboreal, so it's kind of going across rather than up.
Versicola.
Good point. I'm from Thurrock Gordon in Essex. So,
just going back to Molly. Molly, what happened was when I first started keeping, everybody was talking about common names. And then the problem is, as soon as you start getting into inverts and you start getting more than one common name can mean several inverts. So a Goliath bird-eating spider can refer to 4 different tarantulas that I can think of off the top of my head. Bird-eating spider can refer to several genuses.
Bird-eating spider just means any tarantula.
Yeah,
from
scientifically, any tarantulas are classed as a bird-eater.
So it's easier to try and learn those scientific names, so then you know which spider it is. But the easiest way is just by putting the label on the enclosures. And when you're trying to learn how to pronounce it, you kind of search in other people's videos on the internet and stuff like that. So it kind of just becomes in your brain.
Yep.
That's literally Scott. That's spot on, mate. That's exactly how I learned all of the scientific or Latin, because some people call it Latin as well. Scientific names is exactly the same way. For the labels, pronunciation, half the time I'm terrible. Kind of just break it up into syllables.
Oh, night, Ellie.
Good night, Ellie.
Night, Ellie.
Much
Take
love,
care.
Ellie.
No way. See you later.
Bye, Ellie. Cheers, Ellie.
No, I appreciate that, Anton, because that's the thing. Obviously, you see lots of things, mate, out and about, and I got this enclosure for free. It was actually a ball python was housed in it, believe it or not. So 3 foot wide, 4 foot tall. Had a ball python in it, completely wrong setup for the snake, and it's just sitting downstairs. So I thought it may be good for maybe even a carpet python or something like that. But I would rather have something a little bit more pretty, such as an emerald or something like that, over a carpet. Although the carpets are fantastic.
Centuroids gracilis are good communal, but you can't have them. The DWA, Dale.
Yes, mate. We're on Facebook. I don't think he's on Facebook, Gordon, or not that I'm aware of, but he is on TikTok, Instagram, and on YouTube.
Yeah, just got a point there. Yeah, it's not Latin. It's not Latin because you got Greek in the scientific names. Sometimes it's half Latin, half Greek. And nowadays, when taxonomists are like revising genuses or species, we're using local.
Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, Jeremy.
Hi, Jeremy, mate.
That comes from the native language of Mexico. That just means black spider.
Yeah,
that's the translation of Reptile.
Well, weren't Solanus? Weren't they discovered by Peters, and then they put it into Peter's eye?
So Peter's eye are in the wild. So you got Heterometrus Peter's eye in the wild.
Exactly what I was going to do, Anton, bro. Exactly.
And from the paper I read, basically they've determined that it's never come into captivity. So,
Anton, I think we'll be meeting each other throughout this year, mate. And, I'll grab one off you, mate, if you're unavailable. But obviously, I need to make sure I've got the setup because I'm doing lots of changes in my reptile room. All these vivariums are going. I'm having some built-in vivariums with selective heat systems. Obviously, different animals require different heat settings. So your CHEs, your halogens, some require mats. So for that reason, I'm just having everything redone. But it's obviously costing a fortune. It's been custom built. Because a lot of my animals here are long term, so I'm having sort of built for the next 10 years, really.
Phil, so Peter's eye were just incorrectly sold.
So they were
Solanus were incorrectly sold.
Is that what you're saying? We're basically misidentified. From the paper I read on, personally, basically revised the genus. Peter's eye is in the wild. has never come into captivity. If it did, we wouldn't be able to tell the difference between Petersii and Spinnifer. But I think Petersii basically live in a cave.
I got a nice golden
There's been no
snout.
record of them ever being collected.
To be fair, it's part of the light behind
And then,
me.
so yeah, that's
It's
when they
another
found out. Yeah, what was being sold as Petersii is Silenis, and then that's when they changed Cyanus to Javanometris. Cyanus, so they're no longer Heterometris. Swamadami became Gigantinometris.
Wow.
So about good portion of the Heterometris are no longer Heterometris.
I'll be back. I'm going to wash my hands.
All right, Chaz, no worries.
A versicolor makes a very good beginner arboreal, Harry. Carabiner versicolor is very good, in my opinion.
Yeah, I've got two of them.
Species. Very easy to obtain, and they don't need huge arboreal enclosures. Not something like a Metallica that need a bigger enclosure.
Yeah, I'm seeing that already with one of mine. It's not Metallica, it's the other. It's the genius of
Stop.
Apparently tomorrow, guys, they're going to be announcing production of Plan B. I just see that as well.
I just saw random information in my head from all the conferences that I've been to and stuff.
It's good to be surrounded by people with a wealth of knowledge, because if I don't know, I'm willing to learn. That's my brain when it comes to animals is a sponge, and that's the reason why I've come back on this channel, because when the sort of level of communication and experience on here, unfortunately, I have to admit, is wider than the most of TikTok. As much as I love my TikTok community, they are generally more like pet based, which is awesome. You know, that's why I call myself the home zoo. But like yourself, you work in an actual zoo, so species that we don't have availability to. And somebody that's got a large collection like myself, when you want to kind of step up, and that's kind of where you go, is to people like yourself that have that experience I don't have, unfortunately.
I'm a hobbyist as much as anyone else, and that's how I came into it. I just happened to turn my hobby into my career as a zookeeper as well. And I just consider myself lucky that I get the opportunity to go to all these conferences, speak to people about lighting and heating and stuff, because it's taught me so much about it. Like, where I'm just like, right, I need to change this, and stuff, and to see things and have people even break down things that's easier for me to understand that I can then break down to try and make it easier for other people to understand.
Exactly that, and that's something that I try and do, is kind of make it, because if you start going straight in with scientific names and stuff to some people, automatically like, whoa, that's enough. I don't want to know anymore, and it can kind of put them off. So I tend to introduce the more common known names and then explain further on in the conversation the scientific name and stuff. It's just obviously approaching your audience, isn't it? When you and like you do on here, the people that come on Scott's show tend to already be quite high collectors of inverts and arachnids and stuff. So they kind of know all this information already.
But it is weird, because I see it from all sides, and I sort of see how confusing it can be for so many people when it comes to like UV lighting and heating and stuff, because there's so many products on the market and so many of them are rubbish.
Not only that, as well, when you have the likes of Pets at Home that will tell you, they'll sell you a bearded dragon for it's impeccably cheap, but then they'll tell you to put it on calcium sand, and then they'll put you in a 2 foot by 2 foot vivarium and say that's fine for life. And then the UVB won't be a UVB Arcadia bulb, it'll be an MVB bulb that's sitting over the top, 20 watt. All the wrong advice, and then it kind of disheartens people, because they put trust in these big companies and they've been given nothing but the wrong advice, and ultimately they're slowly killing the animal that they obviously, of course, want to fall in love with and give the best life to.
Richard, I will, Nick. Richard did a video where he tested the UV levels.
Yeah, I think the same Pets at Home are shit.
Against two different companies, And I don't really want to mention the companies because they threatened him with legal action. In the end, he had to take the video down.
Really?
One of them was lying a lot. Yeah, because his light sensor, it can't lie.
Yeah,
The proof was there.
What was the letter of the company?
I think Pets at Home 10 years ago, they were shocking. The one in Coventry was shocking.
It depends if you store a lot.
Now, the one in Coventry
Yeah.
seems to be doing a little bit better. Seems to be training the staff up a lot better. And
I
that
think
one,
if you have cats and dogs, Pets at Home is an okay place for you.
I
wouldn't even go to the vets there. I go to a different vets. Bugger them. They're brain dead.
I think if you're looking for at-home flea treatment kind of on the shelf, or you're looking for dog shampoo or a dog bed or a new lead, it's fantastic. If you're going to go and look for something like a Reptile, even some of the fish I've seen in there, poor advice, poor side tanks, the quality of the food, and particularly their own brand stuff. You would expect a big company like that, multi-million-pound company, to be putting out top-notch stuff, but it's the complete opposite, unfortunately.
The only thing I use them for is I just get a big bulk of cat litter, and that's it. I don't want anything to do with them. That's about as much use as they are.
On a rare occasion, I've popped in if I'm low on locust and it's late, because they're open till 8. That's the only good thing, is they're open till 8 when most of your other pet shops are closed at 5. I've gone in there and you've got to kind of pick through all the dead locusts to try and find some live ones. Are we losing people? Where's Chaz gone?
His phone may have run out of battery, possibly.
Yeah, I'm on 20%. But yeah, I mean, like I say, everyone's got their fours and plus. Would I use them for reptiles? No. Would I send my followers there? No. If you've got a cat and dog and you want a new dog bed, I'd say to you, go to Pets at Home. You're almost guaranteed to have one there.
No.
You get some good deals with live foods. Yeah, I've got live food from there before now. Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't again.
Hello.
There's Pets at Home, and then there's the other one. Is it Homes for Pets?
I got
Pets for Homes.
The Pets for Homes, yeah. They're not too bad. I mean, I've been in there and I've questioned them to death about their aviary setups and their birds.
And you got,
they know their stuff in Coventry. I ain't gonna lie.
And you got Pets Corner as well. That's quite big. I think it's Pets Corner. I think that's where Jack works. He comes on like AKC a fair bit, and on Christine's eyes, and he's an ex-zookeeper who's the manager of the store.
There's a franchise company near me called the Trop Shop. It sells lots of reptiles, as well as like your home comforts, your rabbits, your guinea pigs. And I find them to be okay. Fairly moderate knowledge for a pet shop. I wouldn't say they call them an expert, but it's certainly better than some places that I've been to. It gives you enough to give you a good start, if that makes sense.
But I mean, it all depends on a lot of time on the individual store and the individual people that are in there.
Some people are in there because they just want to earn minimum wage, and other people are in there because they love the animals. Yeah. That's literally what it comes down to.
Probably because before I became a zookeeper, in between, like trying to get a job with animals, I applied for Pets Home, and I was told I was too qualified and had too much more. Yeah, and it's like, you're too qualified, and you have too much knowledge. It's like, I'll change things.
Yeah, exactly that. Starter scorpion. So, Emperor Scorpion. The Emperor Scorpion is supposed to be one of the very best. However, in my opinion, they're very expensive for pretty much the same looks as this guy. Which is
all day long.
Did you say the Asian Forest?
Yeah, they're pretty much bulletproof.
You can pick these up for literally £20 to £30. I've even seen them go lower than that on some websites like Gumtree, where you've got breeders that have bred them, got too many of them, they just need to get rid of. See them go for a tenner.
£10 to £12. That's their value at the moment. Until they go on, they've been trying to put them on CITES for the past few years. They're going to go on CITES at some point, and then their price will skyrocket as well.
Yeah, because that's what killed the Emperor, wasn't it? Put it up to Emperor now at £120.
The problem is that when the Emperor went on the CITES list and no one was bloody breeding them, then the Heterometrus and the Java Metrus have taken over in that, and already spinnifer, you're not seeing it as often nowadays.
No, I go to a specific breed
In the wild, Phil.
spinnifers and stuff like that.
In the wild and even in the trade, like spinnifer, you don't see them quite as often as you used to. And so at some point, they're probably going to go onto CITES, and then it'll be the same thing where unless people are actually breeding them, the price is going to skyrocket.
Yeah, triple the price straight away.
It's because that thing of you go to a show and sub-adult, adult spinnifer, Solanus, they're £10 to £15. Normally no more than £50. But a captive bred juvenile, you're talking a £5, £6.
Yeah.
And people go, well, I'd rather spend a tenner and get an adult than spend a £5, £6 to get a captive bred juvenile, or most likely a captive hatched juvenile. And that's the problem.
Yeah, yeah.
So Lee, I keep mine on damp substrate. Damp substrate with a little bit of cork bark in the actual sling pot. It depends what size hatty you're looking at. And then little droplets of water on the side if it's only small. Depends how it's acting strange. How do you mean by acting strange? If it's doing a lot of jerky movements, then we could have issues.
A cup of tea?
Yeah.
You legend. My missus just brought me a cup of tea. How nice is that?
Hadrogens troglodytes. Recently just lost my Hadrogens troglodytes. Gutted.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh my god, it's a nice one as well. She spoiled me.
Although I worked out, I've got Hadrogens bicolour. That so on the smaller flat rock scorpions, that is probably pushing 20 years old.
Nice.
That's mental.
I think I've had that about 20 years. That scorpion.
You've been keeping the hatty the same way.
Correct.
I'm going to come off this. Yeah, so JJ's mate, I'm going to be coming off shortly. So I'll finish answering your question. In my opinion, the Asian forest, they're cheap. They're very easy to look after. If you do, on the rare occasion, get stung, and bear in mind, these guys really don't like stinging you. They would much rather claw you.
By far.
Unless you're allergic, you're not really going to have any real problems with it. They do give plenty of warning signs when they're unhappy. And the best thing about keeping scorpions, in my opinion, compared to tarantulas, which I suspect you keep because it's in your name, some tarantulas don't give them any warnings. What I find with the scorpions is they pretty much write a book. They tell you they're going to go and give you a tag, or they're going to bite you or claw you, because they do bite as well. They have got these little mouth parts just here. And the other thing as well is, you're just like a tarantula. Behind, they don't do nothing. There's nothing there behind. They don't need to be handled, just like other arachnids. It's your choice. And it's the same diet as tarantulas as well. And very, very similar keep to most terrestrial species of tarantula, with the exception, you do need to obviously keep the substrate a little bit moist, because one of the things that does kill these species is when they become too dry.
Definitely. I think the other thing is, going from what Phil said, it sounds like if you're going to get an Asian forest, try to find a captive bred one.
Yeah, definitely.
Get captive bred. If
and the thing is, they're not hard to breed either. So really,
a sub-adult adult,
there shouldn't be an excuse they're not hard to breed. So realistically, there shouldn't be an excuse for not being able to get a captive bred one. So if anyone's saying they're hard to get, that's a load of rubbish. These breed very, very easily.
They just take time, and people we're impatient as a species. We're impatient.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They want it now. They want it tomorrow.
That's the problem. And that was the problem, with the imperators for ages, because they're like, well, I don't want to wait 12, 18 months for this to give birth.
Yeah. But then if you have got that hand and you did want to breed scorpions, you're not going to make tons of money off it. I'll be honest with you, you're not. You're not going to make millions of pounds, and you're not going to be able to buy a new car from it. But you will have a fantastic experience, and it's really good to watch. When you see the mum with all the little white scorpions sitting on top, she's carrying them around, she's doing her mum. It's just fantastic to watch.
I think when you're talking about pairing up scorpions, yeah, you have got to wait a minimum, especially with the Asian forest, is 9 months. But that's the same with a lot of the tarantulas as well. You wait in months. The Incy Golds, the earliest I've heard of those dropping an egg sac, it is 9 months. which is
But some tarantulas,
absolutely...
you've got a conditioning cycle as well, haven't you? It's not as easy as just even pairing them up and letting them go on with it. Same as my brachypelmes, homoris. Once they've had their busy time, I've got to reduce the temperature down on them to encourage her to lay and create that cycle.
Cheers, Anton. Buy my friend a little Viking carrot.
Take care, Anton, mate. Thanks for speaking to me.
That is
about
just epic. That's funny.
emerald as well.
Cheers for the donation, but for the Viking carrot.
Would you rather have that?
That is
Scott,
hilarious.
or the picture I drew you?
Nice, Jeremy.
Ooh, that's a good
I
question.
need to text my Vitaurus. And I need to change my label because I've got a label up as Pandinus and it's not Pandinus. But I've got a Pandipalpus and Vitaurus. I need to sex that, but yeah, their price they've recently gone up.
So William Morris.
I've noticed as well with this whole Brexit thing, gone up, even though they're still the same availability. I don't know if you guys have noticed.
Phil, shall I expose that picture I drew last night?
Can do.
I've got flat rocks, but they're still on the mother's back, so
nice.
off limits. Ooh, Sir William Wallace.
I say,
I'll let you know, Jeremy.
Guys. I speak to him a lot. One of my followers that's become a friend, and he's very clued up with a lot of animals as well. Monitors, scorpions. He's really into that sort of thing. So yeah, guys, if you are interested in that, definitely worth giving him a follow. Lovely bloke. I've got crickets running all around my reptile room. Honestly, it's unreal.
I heard you were giggling your head off to that yesterday, Chaz.
He was. Chaz was having a whale of a time doing those last night.
Where is it?
This is the last one.
Oh my days.
There you go.
The fudge.
I exposed the pictures.
I'll show you what he was doing.
Oh my days. That's funny.
Gordon says when one of those scorpions going to be available. Jamie, there seems to be a baby corn in your trousers. Says Reese.
Night, JJ.
JJ, I'm going, guys. Phone about to die. Night all. Take care, JJ.
Oh, this little thing.
Jeremy says you really need to do the OnlyFans now, Scott.
Sorry?
Jeremy says you really need to do the OnlyFans now.
Yeah, man, I think you just dye your hair that colour all the time, Scott.
You'd be surprised with OnlyFans and people asking me to do that. Shelley says suture, actually, Scott. I used to have long hair. It used to be down to the middle of my back. I had it many colours. I had it undershaved. I had it on the top.
There you go. Dave.
Anytime there was a fancy dress party, I always went as a woman every time.
You should be. You should become a Dave at like a theatre or something. You should become a Dave.
I haven't worked with those, William.
You got me with your post on Facebook the other day, Scott. Which one? Which one? A lot of the videos that I put on Facebook are literally I've done for TikTok as well as.
But Scott, the picture you sent,
only verts.
The picture you sent back though.
God have a laugh.
Worked with a Mesobuphus scorpion. Yeah, that was fun.
I could do like an OnlyFans for like the tarantula pairings. I knew my subscribers were strange, but I didn't
Check
think
out
you were
this
that
aggressive
perverted.
little beast. Mini
No,
alligator.
one for mature males making sperm webs. Put it on there, and he would love it. Here's an LP's wanky blanky.
That was a bit slow, but I like that. LP's wanky blanky.
That's what Annie's arachnids calls them. Only webs. That just sounds like it's going to be full of Tony. Only webs.
This guy's been asking to come out for ages, so I thought I'd come and show him to you guys.
Oh,
It's one of my many geckos that you guys didn't get to see on the last live. There's many animals.
Wait, is it a leopard? Is it a leopard gecko or is it a fat gecko?
Yeah, leopard gecko. It's a Diablo Blanco morph, so it's an all-white morph with red eyes.
Devil White. Diablo.
Just a little baby. He's only 8 months old.
No, hold on. Diablo's not the devil, is he? Any one of the sub-demons?
Yeah, I don't know why they call it Diablo Blanco morph personally.
He's above Mephisto, isn't it? It goes Mephisto, Diablo, then the devil, doesn't
We
it?
go to geckos now.
Well, here's what it's about, man. Do you not think this one looks like he's got like a ready plucked chicken? You know, if you get an oven-ready chicken. That's
Definitely.
right here.
yeah.
Phil, just go for a wander around the zoo, will you, and show him what lizards there is.
I'll find a video.
I forgot he lives in the zoo as well. I completely forgot.
Rhino iguana.
I'm looking at the dwarf sun gazers, but he's been a knob. They've been knobs today. They don't want to handle him.
I got a python next to me. Looks like she wants to bite me.
That's 20-year-old. I reckon he's at least 20-year-old plated lizard.
That's it.
Do you put your gecko on your shoulder?
Is that me, Chaz? I don't know. Not myself. Just because I'm a fat
He's at
guy.
least 20 years old.
That's a good life, man.
Mine seems to love it.
Yeah, some of them like to walk up. This little guy, he asked to come out. He bit Danielle earlier, my missus. He bit her for no reason. And as you know, geckos rarely bite. But he got her pretty good.
My one hissed like the first day.
Oh, Dave, seen this one. So this is at my parents'. They're golden tegu.
Yeah, is that Colombian, aren't they?
Golden tegu, yeah.
Yeah, that's lovely. Look, quite a bit smaller than the black and whites and the red.
Oh,
and
yeah,
whites.
nowhere near the size of like they got a red tegu as well. So I get to play with baby capybaras.
World's largest rodent. Look at it. Boom.
Oh, capybaras. I think they're cute.
Do you know what? Just remind me of a giant guinea pig. Every time I see him, it's just a giant guinea pig.
Yeah.
That's what
they
I
are.
say. Thank
Cute.
you.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Thank you.
I mean, they're
Thank you.
they're
Oh, it's a
kiwis.
giant guinea pig.
They are just giant guinea pigs.
They love to swim, though, didn't they?
Yeah, they're semi-aquatic. Where is
Everybody loves the kakaburos.
They are gorgeous, them things.
Where's it at? Says Bradley.
My zoo. Well, it's not my zoo. I just work at the zoo. I don't own it.
No, which zoo is it, Phil?
Shepworth Wildlife Park near Cambridge.
Has your gecko dropped his tail yet, or is that a thing that's not happening?
No, do you know? It's very, very hard to actually get them to drop their tail, to be fair, particularly in captivity. I can show you one that's had a very similar to. This isn't my. So this one is my gecko. I'm currently looking after a gecko that's got tail problems. I'll just show you in a sec. Oh, porcupine.
They're basically my neighbours.
Oh, okay. That's well better than my hedgehog.
That's awesome. Yeah, like Shelley says, Harry, he lives in the zoo. Lives there.
Yeah, literally,
Yeah, feels pretty dedicated, to say the least.
I'll show you one what it looks like. So when they drop their tail,
Nice.
it's not like you think.
Trying to find.
So this little guy here. Wow, look at that. That's so cool. I'm super jealous of that. I'll have to come to a zoo and get some behind the scenes capybara scratching.
That one, for some people, will just curl up in their lap and fall asleep. For some people,
I'm toying with the idea of either going live on I'm not sure if I should go live on TikTok or YouTube on Thursday. Actually, I might go Thursday.
I would be honest with you, Chaz. Remember, I go lives on Thursday, so you probably won't get as many viewers as you normal if you go on Thursday on TikTok. So I end up getting about 60,000 people through on Thursday.
Yeah.
Fast skink.
Yeah, that's cool. So, Chaz, when they drop their tail, mate, they don't always drop it at the base like people think.
Yeah.
They can drop off in sections like this.
Wait, isn't that like one of the things like why they have like the naughty bits because that's where they drop?
Yeah, so everyone suspects that the cresty they're going to drop off here, but they don't. Obviously, you have to remember they've got their hemipenes just here in the base of the tail.
Yeah.
So this one here is essentially the same as a dropped off. This one's missing probably the best part of up to my. So if I show you, it's missing about that much there off its tail, believe it or not.
Yeah.
1.5 inches missing off of you. You could just see. You can actually even see the bone. I don't know if it's going to pick up. But the bone kind of dries out. It's like a cartilage more so than a bone.
Bradley says Friday slot is open. Chaz, you go live whenever you want, mate, because there's people that are going to go across all the TikTok. There's millions of people on there, mate.
The problem is,
I think what Jamie's means is if you go live on a different day, he can then chuck a couple of followers over to you.
It's not only that. So because you're UK based, you won't get worldwide at certain times. So they flip their times over at 8 p.m. So if you go before 8 p.m., you're only really going to get a UK audience with the odd one flicking through. The algorithm on TikTok is very different from YouTube. Once you've learnt the algorithm, you'll sail through, mate. Fridays, there was literally no animal people on Fridays at the moment. Somebody that Scott knows and I know, you know how I'm on about Scott. They used to do Fridays, they no longer do. And also, if you go like Scott does say, rightfully so, if you go on a day that I'm not on, I'll happily send all my followers to you, mate. No problem whatsoever. So this isn't my gecko. This is one of my followers' geckos. This one. It just needed some assistance on the tail end there. So it needed some medication. Just got iodine treatment for infection. Try scrub wash, and he's struggling to feed, and he keeps getting a problem with his eye that's not obvious. He's a sweetheart.
No.
Somebody asked
Neil,
me
Joff,
at the zoo.
Are you on a break from driving trains, Joff? Or have you finished? He said earlier. He says, "I don't know if I can make the live tonight. I'm driving trains." And I said, "Just put the phone on the windscreen like you would a sat nav."
That would be funny.
Okay.
Chaz, I saw your singing as well, bro, on TikTok.
Cringe.
I did see that. If anyone wants to know Chaz's singing, it is on TikTok. I thought I'd drop that in here. He does do a bit of singing as well. Oh, is that a rhino, Iggy?
Yep.
That's it.
Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'll just make that private.
Yes, it. I've seen it already, mate. I can't unsee that. The Greatest Showman.
Yeah.
Do you have Komodos at your zoo?
No, we're not big enough for those.
It's good being in the zoo, isn't it? Because you get all the DWA animals included in the zoo license.
Yep.
Incredible inverts. Please check your Insta DMs when you have time, matey. Says Harry. What's
Yeah,
Chaz's TikTok?
All it is, Chaz, on Thursday, mate. I've built up quite a good following, mate, and obviously I'd love to be able to put them over to you. We'd all come and support you, mate. So if you wanted to go on a Friday, in terms of slots, I was trying to explain to Scott kind of, there's a few big creators on the app that deal with animals that kind of have their regular slot and their regular followers. And obviously, as a new person to TikTok or someone with not a huge following, you're going to find it like an uphill battle on them days, on them slots.
Yeah.
Because the majority of people are going to be so well going to, like, Thursday. I mean, by all means, try it. By all means, try it. I haven't got a problem with you trying it. Obviously, I'd much rather support you than compete.
Night, Reese.
I may have the video is now private.
Don't worry about it, bro. Don't be embarrassed. That's what it's all about, being yourself. Take care, Reese, mate. See you soon, buddy.
I hate the people that, do you know, like the people that like, do you know, like the comment you get them where you're like, they're like, oh, join this live, you'll get famous and stuff. I hate them.
It doesn't work, mate. There's a lot of
It gets a bit like that on YouTube, you know.
Yeah.
People have certain nights for certain lives, and it gets a bit, you know, it gets a bit. Well, if I'm releasing a video, I'm just going to stick it out. It's like the Tarantula Collective decided to do a live tonight at 9 o'clock, and I was thinking my viewers are going to drop well low, but they haven't. Everybody stayed, which is like absolutely immense. But the problem with YouTube is we've got a lot more sort of longer video, longer lives. A lot of people on YouTube in the invert community, if they go live for hours. You know what I mean? And hours.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing is, like I say, you know, by all means, come on Thursday. I go on Thursday from 5 till late. I switch over to YouTube, do some feeding, and sometimes head up back to TikTok. By all means, mate, you're welcome to come on Thursday. But obviously, by coming on Thursday, I won't be able to support you. And obviously, many of my followers are going to be watching me when on another day I could be sending them to watch you and support you.
I could do like the hosting at some point, couldn't I?
Yeah, you can. By all means, if you've got live access, you can certainly come on and join. And I'm sure many people will support you through that way. And that's one of the ways I was going to help Scott out, is by doing a co-host. And
Is it 800 you need to go live now? Not 1,000?
Yeah.
So they brought it down.
So it needs to be 800, and you have to have posted a video.
I've done that.
The Americans got peak slots at the weekend, got 800 plus in the lives. That's not many, though. I mean, I'll jump on lives and there's thousands.
The biggest thing at the moment on TikTok is at 10
I could go
o'clock.
live. I've lost like God knows how many followers. But
So the thing is, at the moment with TikTok, there's a thing on it called TikTok Take Me Out with a guy called Tyrone. And at the minute, because it's just sort of like a TV show on TikTok, it's doing phenomenally well. I mean, there's 40,000 people watching them at one time on live, which is incredible. My highest watch rate on live is just short of 2,700 at one time, which is still incredible numbers. But I average now between 400 and 800 on a live. Sometimes drops down later on the evening to around about 150, which is still phenomenal numbers.
It was mental when I went live last night. I had 130 watching me from the word go, but hadn't got much ready. So there's not much going on. So it dropped down to about 30, then dropped down to 20 and stayed at that.
Yeah, when you first join live, they push you out on the FYP, push to lots of people, notify your followers as well. And obviously the other thing as well, when you are on TikTok,
hey Anton,
make sure you make a post, mate, and tell your followers, your current followers, to click the bell icon at the top right, because that will notify them when you go live. It's a very new thing that TikTok's created, kind of a copy of YouTube, but a lot of people haven't been doing it because they haven't realised it's there. They thought, as I follow them, when they go live, they're going to tell me, and that's not the case. They need to be clicking that bell icon, otherwise they won't be notified that you're live. Did you get many followers last night, Scott?
What, off the live?
Yeah.
Not one.
No way.
I got 130 diamonds, but I didn't get, which is 65p. But I didn't get any. Didn't get any followers. I've had. Hold on. I've gone up to 1,591 today. So I've had about another 30 come up today.
As long as you're growing, mate, you're in the right direction.
But
I was at 1,000, but I've gone down to 425.
it might be this. Might be the same with TikTok though, because with YouTube, you every now and again you'll drop a couple of subscribers, and everybody will, and you'll be like, "What the fuck?" And it's basically just dead accounts that YouTube are deleting. TikTok surely got to do the same thing.
No, what happens is you get a lot of people follow you for one video, right? It could be one video that's gone a little bit semi-viral, even mainstream viral,
And then
you know,
never
they can't
watch the
see
content
that.
again.
Because you don't show them that animal at the click of their fingers. They just go, "Oh, I ain't bothered." It's like, well, the show don't evolve around one person. You put on a live for everybody to enjoy, and obviously, as the creator, you're creating the content. Some people just feel on TikTok and, of course, on other platforms that they have that God-given right as a follower to demand what they want when they want, and it's okay.
But to be fair, Jamie, if you're consuming content and if you don't want to see it, you're not going to watch it. You're just going to flick to the next one. That's all TikTok's about, is just flicking.
Yeah,
scrolling through till you find something.
If you guys have seen at the minute, there's a little thing going around again. It was on a few weeks ago, where you put comments up and then these pornographic profiles start liking all of your comments. That's going around again.
Oh God, yeah.
Link in bio, and then you get some dodgy message. Yeah, I've had that a few
The
times.
names are like sexual hookup, and then something else. You know, kind of gobbledygook. Liked your.
I know, Jim. Yeah.
Spam bots. Basically.
Thank you very much.
My most viral.
I don't earn enough of YouTube to pay tax, but I still have to make them aware of how much is coming through it.
You do know you don't have to pay tax on your TikTok income, because TikTok's going to tax you when you withdraw it. You do know that on your behalf.
I would. I'd still inform. My mate does all mine. I give him the receipts and everything, and he's at the moment. I'm still earning minus.
He's a good accountant.
If I earn like £200, then I might make about 20 quid. But at the moment, I'm actually earning minus.
All right, guys, got an awesome.
That's my most. That's like my viral. That's my most like my viral. Most viral.
How many did you get off there, bro?
This TikTok that I just showed.
I like the scrapyard on YouTube. I do for the boxing and time.
I kind of made my own little sound here with one of them, because it's like, do you know, like that there's like this beat where it's like, I like turtles, but I changed the wording. I made it, I like snails. And I just brought in the snails from.
Sorry, I'm back. I went to the shower to fill up this. We've got like one of the ones got the tap, and you lift the thing up, and it turns the shower on, or comes out the tap. Someone just bloody got me good. I went to fill this up, and I've just got fucking soaked. There's me leaning over the bath, all confident, ready to get me water, like out of a local well. Bang, straight on my head.
I thought that was one of those big drippers for a minute.
No, I have got one. I don't use it.
They're like 17 quid. I think I might just make one. I have a 2-litre water bottle and some airline.
Silicone hose.
And some airline.
Yeah, it's literally pretty much.
Literally, I looked at it and I thought,
all it is like you're just paying inflated price because it's Zoomed.
You're just paying to have that Zoomed wrap around it, like you do to have Coca-Cola written around a Coca-Cola bottle.
Yeah, that's it.
I looked at it and I
you're
thought,
paying for the brand name.
I looked at it and I thought I could knock something like that up in about 2 minutes. I'm gonna, because I want to put some drips onto the morning geckos.
Well, I've only got 9%, guys, so I'm going to unfortunately have to leave. But it's been lovely to speak to everyone again.
Yeah.
Cheers, Jamie.
Thank you for letting me join. And like I say, we'll definitely have to have a chat, Scott, about showing you the rest of my animals, because I've got lots of stuff here that you guys didn't get to see. Just that
Okie
time,
dokie.
having 120 animals, as inverts will know, Phil will know, just not enough hours in a day, really, is there, to deal with them, to be honest with you?
No.
I
No.
deal with about 100 species for my day job, and then I come back up here and deal with about another 100 species.
That's what I mean. It's non-stop, isn't it? It's literally, you
But
will get finance yourself one day.
It can make family home life a bit stressful at times.
That's why I'm single.
Because if it's like if the missus, if she says there's a lot of stuff to do, like I'm like, well, you better crack on with it because I need to make sure all these are fed tonight.
Yeah, I've got to water everything.
But I won't tell her that on the spot. She'll know like 2 or 3 days in advance. I'm feeding everything this day. I'm filming between this times tomorrow night. But you know when they're pissed off because I say, I'm starting filming tomorrow at 8:30, and then suddenly at 8:15 she'll find something for me to do. That's when you know she's pissed.
Like this, man. This is what I was doing. This is why I couldn't come on earlier. She had me bloody drilling vent holes in new enclosures and stuff. So that was my job.
That's a bloody good idea, Lizzie.
Yeah.
I got that.
I've had a new little guy come in today.
Oh.
Right, take care, Scott. Take care, Chaz. Nice to see you. And yourself.
See you later, Jamie. Take care.
And I can't remember the lovely lady's name, so I'm very
See you,
sorry
mate.
because it's not even showing up on the
Jackie.
screen.
Hold on. There you go.
Jackie.
Jackie.
Take care, Jackie. Nice to meet you. See you later, guys.
Dave says,
Likewise,
what's that
mate.
term, mate?
Have a good one.
This
What's
is the
that?
new little. It's my new little mantis.
Oh, nice.
Well, that's pretty.
What
It's
species is that, Chaz?
It's a dark rainforest.
I missed that.
It's a giant rainforest.
Ah, yeah. Hedrilla. Nice. Nice species.
But I'm quite into the like more bigger, like the bigger species. So like the giant Africans, the cat eyes, because they get quite big. I like the giant. I like the devil flowers. All of that. But I do keep some smaller species. So like behind me, I've got my budwing and I've got a budwing and stuff, which I've showed. Which I joke around that being my special need mantis because it's where I think it might have fell during a molt and its wings have gone all funny.
I can't imagine Anton keeping a mantis.
He's got spiders now.
Yeah, I know. They're scared of.
That he's scared of. Yeah.
There's
I
my mate
used-
George messaged me the other night because he rehabbed
spider.
his pokey, like for the first time, changed enclosures for his pokey, which his pokey was his second spider, which I said don't do a pokey yet because his first one was a little LP
Yeah.
sort of thing,
And the pokey, and then the HMAC.
and then he got himself a pokey because he's like, I delivered and I was like, yeah, but are you ready? You know, you've seen mine, and he was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm ready, and still got one. I was like,
To be fair, he's got a lot of experience with fast striking
oh yeah.
boreal snakes, so it puts him in good standing. But yeah, to get a pokey for your second one, I mean, my second, my first and my second came at the same time, which was an LP and Shackleades, and my third was an OBT.
Yeah.
Which was-
I think my first old world was an HMAC as a first old world.
Fully grown female or sling?
Grown on sling, juvenile.
Yeah, it's not going to do much damage. It's just
no,
on the
no,
housing is the only point you've got to go with.
That was when I realised how fast they can be.
I'm gonna go, but I'll see everyone in my live if anyone joins tomorrow or whenever I'll do one.
All right, Chaz.
Yeah. Bye.
Pokey was his first. The Featherleg was his second.
Oh.
Night, Chaz.
Can I just answer Molly, please, Scott?
Nope.
Molly, I've got 18 cats and I've got 36 tarantulas, 6 jumping spiders, and just 1 giant Asian mantis.
How many fucking cats?
18.
Oh, professors, what's the next species video going to be, Scott? It comes out on Thursday, and I've already covered it. It's the Solanus. So I've already done the Asian forest care video. It's like an extension to that video. You'll see what I mean on Thursday. It's not one that'll hit a lot of views or anything like that. It's more if you're interested in it, you'll probably click on it. I found it interesting. I found it interesting discovering what I did to get to what I'll show you, if you like. And when I do it, Phil's going to be, yeah, I know that. He will. he will know it, and he'll probably say, I already do that. But for me, it's new.
Also, like, I've been doing that for years.
Well, you've probably been doing it at home, to be fair. Yeah, I'm really tempted just to say what it is, but I'd rather wait. I think it's not going to be a long video; it's only going to be a shorter one. But yeah, it's the comments on the videos on it. And I need more comments to start to try and push the videos out a bit more.
So,
I try and comment on people's videos.
My next one is on rhino beetles.
Ooh,
nice.
See, Phil does videos. He don't go for views. He just goes for what?
No, I'm going to do a video on this time or whatever. You know, if it gets 30 views, it gets 30 views. If it gets 100 views, it gets 100 views.
The only ones I've planned recently have been the scorpion videos. The rest, the Davius pentaloris. I looked round on the day and I thought, what needs rehousing? And I thought, shit, that pentaloris does. And because I had to get it out, I could do all the filming on it, rehouse it, because that way it saves you going into an enclosure, pulling an animal out, doing close-up videos just to put the animal back in again. You know, I don't like the idea of that, so I'd rather wait until something needs rehousing. And then you can get your video. You've got it. You've done it. It's in its new enclosure, and it's happy, like, you know.
So that's it. I mean, my last one was on Brachypelma Vaping. So like, I'm going to film it. I don't care if it doesn't move. I ain't going to force it to move or anything. Or you know, it can sit there, and I'll just film over the top of it, and then just do some talking.
If you look carefully. At some of the bigger channels, you can see the tip of a paintbrush out the corner of the screen, and you think,
"Yeah,
come on, mate, really?"
That's it. Or like, you know, quite a few of them will get the spider out and put it on a table to then like have it walking across the table, and I'm like, no, you can stay in its enclosure. Doesn't have to move anywhere. If it decides to move, it decides to move. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
I have a big like plastic container. It's about 2 foot across by 1 foot, which I keep substrate in. So what I'll do is on a rehouse, I'll catch cup, put it on there, do the filming on setting up the video, or not as I did last time, and then I'll release it in that area. And as it's moving, I figure I've got about 30 seconds to a minute to try and get as many clips out of it as I possibly can. And then once it looks like it started to flick hairs, catch cup and put it away. If I ain't got enough clips, then I just have to double the clips, play them again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's pretty much as simple as that. Spider King, I'm rubbish at planning videos. Just get the camera out when I got something to film. Yeah, I don't
really plan.
I'm not organised enough to plan a video, to plan all of them. The scorpions I wanted to do for for a little while. I've always wanted to do another scorpion videos.
And I sometimes sit there going like, "Oh, what shall I film now?" kind of thing, or whatever.
There's loads to film. I've got loads of slings to rehouse this weekend, but I kind of figure nobody really wants to see slings being rehoused.
I done mine off camera mainly because I was like, I ain't gonna be able to get like decent enough footage of it. So I was like, no point in me filming it. If I'm not gonna get footage, I'm gonna be happy with.
Well, you could keep going back to it over the course of a week, getting the footage, put it onto the computer, and save it.
Oh, I've got. I remember it. It was just like I don't think I was like I ain't gonna get clear enough footage of these things. So,
plus, I mean, you live in a zoo.
Yep, I do.
You have got millions of videos outside of your flat, let alone what you actually keep yourself. And you can't, you know, people can't say, well, he's just visited a zoo and filmed it and put it on. It's like, well, no, the man's a zookeeper. This is what he does for a living.
Yeah.
So you're looking after those animals in the zoo just exactly the same as we're looking after these at home. Apart from you need that extra knowledge because when people come in and they go, excuse me, mate, what part of the world does that come from?
All the time.
You know, and you're going to get people that are like obviously educated in zoology to some point come in and ask questions and all the rest of it. So your knowledge has got to be up there. So when you could literally do videos on a lot of the animals. I'll tell you what I'd like to see. That's videos of when vets come in. Or when horses are having new shoes. I love that type of stuff.
Yeah, vet stuff. Because sometimes it can be quite gory.
Oh, I bet. Or the birth, animal births, that'd be cool.
Sort of thing. So, like, we've done like some photos of certain vet visits and stuff, especially like actually sometimes for the press. So when one of our tigers had to have an eye operation. Pretty sure the first time it's ever been done on a tiger in the world, or any big cat in the world.
Wow. So,
like, we're taking photos of that, but getting in a way that you didn't see anything that was like really going on. So because we're quite lucky that up the road we've got basically the number one eye specialist in the country for animals. Sort of thing, like he can talk about the evolution of invert eyes, like just like that. He just anything eyes, he just knows it.
Do you reckon you could get him on one of your AKAC streams?
Probably difficult.
That would be pretty for the geeks among us. That would be a one hell of a stream.
But like and he comes by every so often, like just on his day off, just to have a look at the tiger, just to be like, yeah, I'm so happy with her eye, sort of thing.
Harry says, "What's the longest one of your tarantulas has gone without eating?" As a lividum, it was almost 8 months, and it was in pre-molt for nearly 8 months as well.
Yeah, I haven't had one go that long, but certainly a few months.
They can go up to a year.
Yeah.
I did start worrying after 6 months, but generally 4 to 6 weeks in my collection is probably the average of the longest, and then that's it.
And really, I always just judge by the size of the epiphyseoma.
Some of the spam botted.
I got him.
Or somebody got rid of it.
What got there first?
You got it. Good.
Harry, generally they don't be in pre-molt for that long. It was just an unusual happening, and that was it. It was just something, just unusual things with inverts do happen. They can happen, and that's pretty much it. I've I've had tarantulas where I've gone to bed thinking that is going to be dead in the morning, and I've done everything I can for it. Woke up and it's climbing around completely happy, and you think, what's going on there? And then all over the enclosure wall was a big, massive white poo, and you think, was that all it was? You know, you've been sluggish for a couple of weeks, and you know the last couple of days you've looked like death, and you've just gone for a shit, and now you're completely fine. It's crazy what goes on. If you look at your mates, you know, sometimes they look down in the dumps because they're not feeling very well and don't say nothing. It's, you know, possibly could it be the same with tarantulas? Could it, you know, could a tarantula have a health issue that we don't know about that only lasts 24 to 48 hours? Very possibly. You just don't know, do you? We've all had a shit like that though, Scott. My longest one was 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
What? Oh my god!
Yeah. I was 14. I was in severe pain. Doctor wouldn't do nothing.
Doctor sound like a tosser. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, my nan gave me a load of that pink fluid stuff. And that worked, and that was it.
Bismo.
I don't know. Can't remember.
Hey, cracks.
Come in, Sakura. Good girl.
The problem Jay's got though is, you know, he's got what? Well, technically, with his partner, he has a butt plug in most of the time, doesn't he? So if he needs to go to the toilet, he gets pushed the wrong way anyway.
No arguing.
Could you imagine that though? You know, no offense, Jay. I'm just taking the piss. Please don't be offended.
He's laughing in the comments. He's laughing in the chat.
Could you imagine though? I mean, you got your missus, and the missus is like, "Oh, I've got such a headache." You get with Jay, and Jay turns around and goes, "I need a shit. Not tonight, babe." Is that a common thing? Is that a common thing for people? Because I'd say that if I couldn't be asked, I would literally go, "I'm constipated." And just not.
It's in Jay's latest. Here's what Jay's put.
I actually am the butt plug.
Baby, aren't you? Good girl. Good girl. Yes, you are.
Oh dear.
Sakura. Good girl.
Oh, Nana's got bags of inverts and reptiles.
Nice. Good girl.
Ooh. Nice.
Looking
very
for
nice.
Can you see my ring light?
Yes, we can see your ring light.
Shit in it.
I know, mine's in the corner. I don't need it on at the moment.
Scott is talking from experience. Do you know what? They say you are born 50% gay, 50% straight. And I think every straight man has gay tendencies, and I think every gay man has straight tendencies.
I'll get into that one.
It's true. It's very true. Phil has long hair, so that could be classed.
Oh, bitch slapping. Oh, dear. Oh, come on.
Hi, Bam. Thank you for your lovely comment of whatever that is.
They're everywhere, them frigging stupid Russian or whatever spam bots.
Just spam
And
bots,
that's
yeah.
all like.
YouTube need to get on it.
Like I said, they're all over. Everyone that I've been in and been on, they keep appearing. The exact loads of them, different ones. And as quick as you get rid of one, another one pops up.
Very strange things, aren't they?
That's a good
was it
question. What
Exotic Radio Podcast? There's more than one cat here. There's 18. So that was just one of them. That was Sakura.
What even spam? It's not even a link. No, because they want you to copy and paste it. I suppose. I don't know. Maybe if you say it, something happens. I don't know. Fuck knows.
And I've seen one ages ago where they just tried to ignore it, sort of thing, and then it just flooded with them. And then it started actually they started actually saying stuff, and it was like getting really, really dodgy.
That can happen because there's groups and people, and there's like 2,000 to 3,000, and they will go on somebody's live and just spam it. But
yeah, that's it. They'll have accounts with like really offensive names and start saying really offensive things about all sorts of people.
But you still get the watch time off it if you're not monetized. What's hilarious is when the boys argue with each other. Not boys, bots. I got ya. It doesn't bother me. I just look at the comment and delete it. Or one of the mods gets on it before I do.
Yep.
I'm probably going to head as it's gone 11:30.
Yep.
You're going off the head?
Wow.
You wish. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to do the same, I think. Disappear. Oh, Scott, you need to do a video for the importance of having a catch cup.
Oh my God.
That cracks is a very good idea. That is a very, very good idea. But it's your idea, so you can do the video. Cracks she used to do a couple of lives a week, on a Wednesday and a Friday. No video, literally just like a radio podcast, as her name is. And she's after COVID, work started again, so they have stopped, which has been really unfortunate because it was real homely type feeling to her podcasts.
Come here.
But I think every channel's just trying to get people on to interview now. I started, AKAC started, and now the bigger channels have seen how popular it is, and they're doing the same thing now.
Yeah, it's been an awful lot of podcasts going on, isn't it? And it doesn't matter what the channel is. A lot of them are doing it. I've noticed quite a few.
Have I guests on for 2 years? The AKAC, they have since the day they started. Recently, the bigger channels have just gone, oh yeah, we'll do that.
Night, Amy.
Well, yeah. It's good to see. I think lives are literally the way forward for content creators at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know they did D. That was at 9 o'clock, so I was pretty impressed with everybody staying here, to be fair. But then, you know.
Same, Joe. I listen to Tom Moran's podcast. I'm not up to date with it. I'm catching up.
Yeah, I'm catching up on it as well. But I'll speak to Tom anyway. He's a pretty sound guy.
Yeah.
If you've got him on your Facebook and you want to talk to him, this time of night it's about the best.
Yeah, listen to his
That's
at work.
it. Listen to now.
The Animals at Home Network. That's a good one. So,
Bird Spider CH, love his channel.
So yeah, he's a good channel. Yeah, I've just started listening to Reptile Entrepreneur podcast.
Who did it? He did a live, like a live interview. It might have been with Tarantula Cat. I can't remember. but there's so many. I watched it as well, but then I thought there's so many more questions I would have asked. But it's like when I had Tom Moran on, you know, somebody else would have asked different questions to all of them.
Well, there's always that thing, like, you know, some like the ones on the Animals at Home network with Dylan and stuff. Like when he's had like Francis Baines on talking about UV lighting, it's like a 2-hour long thing, and he's like still got loads of questions. I've been talking for 2 hours.
Oh Christ, yeah. A lot of the questions lead to other questions.
That's
so,
it, yeah.
That you know, like Dave had to have him on twice because of the amount of questions you've got going around in your head. Tom Moran, he's agreed to come back because I spoke to him since and said, look, you know, still need to cover this, and this, and that's just going off the last live. And he said, yep. I'm going to get them both on the same live pretty soon as well. Well, probably early summer.
That'd be cool.
Tom has some of his YouTube channel. The others are linked on his Facebook page. Yeah, I think most of it's from his Facebook page. That's why I got off for his podcast.
I've got him on Podbean. It's Podbean that I use.
Podbean. Harry says, watch yourself, Dark Den. Oh, He Who Shall Not Be Named, and the Tarantula Collective.
Exotics later.
Yeah.
Oh, he said it.
Yeah. Dark Den. Yeah. Some of his stuff I quite like. Some of it, as a YouTube person, if you start doing YouTube, you can kind of see when people do stuff for views.
Ah, right, yeah. I understand what you mean.
So Exotics Lair, what he does, he's done very well, and that is to get a lot of followers and to make a lot of money, and he certainly has. And I think some of my there's probably a bit of jealousy in there, I would say. Shelley, I used to watch a lot of Dark Den as well, but I haven't watched him for about a year.
No. He's got a kid now, hasn't he?
Yeah. I think I like the smaller stuff where somebody's in their home or in a smaller unit. Do you know what I mean? I loved when Dark Den was sitting on his couch in his flat. That was the best videos. But I am like that. When I'm watching somebody's channel, I like to feel like I'm almost sitting in their house with them. I find that type of stuff really cool.
Well, that's where like Mark's great at that.
Mark's tarantulas.
Yeah.
Mark's one.
Yeah. But with Mark the Spider Guy, he's got something nobody else will have, and that's that Birmingham love. So instantly when he comes on a lot on when he does a video, it's not a case of you sitting with him like you feel like with some others. It's you feel welcome to do so at the same time, and you almost are watching his video and almost expecting him to say, "Do you want a cup of tea?"
That's it. Yeah.
Literally. And if you've ever met Mark in real life, he is exactly the same person in real life as he is in the videos as well. Exactly the same. Nothing changes. Very, very welcoming person. And Peter Webster.
Good boy.
Ooh, Cracks. What did Cracks say? Because she's just sent me a picture message.
Good boy.
Scott, I did manage to paint a portrait. I'll send it on Insta.
You going? Don't you dare go on the computer. Good boy.
Oh my word.
Good boy.
There's some of Cracks' work if you can see that.
That's well good.
If I do that, you might be able to see it better
nice.
without they're off the.
We have two sisters here at the park.
That is bloody awesome, Cracks.
God, I wish I could draw.
Got two clouded leopards here. Beautiful.
Yeah, Mark is a nice guy. Comes across on YouTube. What is it you don't like about them? I'm not offended or anything. Maybe there's some shit I can watch out for. Harry, that'd be wrong for me, mate. If you can get stuff out of it, you watch it. It's probably just because I'm a bit long in the tooth.
Yeah.
And I
what,
like
what you like to watch.
I'm not when I'm watching invert animal programs. I've never been much for entertainment. I've always been very much like I want to see a documentary. I want to see something factual. So, you know, if you want to geek out completely, watch Phil because he will geek out completely with you. You know, if you want to feel like you're in somebody's home drinking a cup of tea with them, you know, and rehousing spiders, Mark's a guy. That's the type of stuff I like. I don't tend to watch the entertainment value of insects and inverts at all. But that's just my personal preference. But I can certainly see that's all it is. It's just a personal thing. I like to watch a video and try and get something out of it, something that I might not know. So it's like Robbie in the chat. Robbie's knowledge. There's no point him watching one of my videos on a Tiliticata albipelosus because he already knows everything about it. Or there's no point him watching me do a video on the Carabina versicolor because Robbie already knows all about it. I think it's just the same with them guys, you know. It's why I haven't really done a tarantula feeding video because I just think, do you really want to see a tarantula feeding video, or would you rather see me feeding tarantulas live and chatting to you and telling you about them? It's just personal preference. Everything's personal preference. So Jay says, same Scott. I want to get educated by video, not just watch another hobby. Apart from Exotics Lair, doing a dark attraction. Yeah, that's somebody that I watched once and will never ever watch again. And I will certainly never mention them again on this channel, purely because I don't want them getting any recognition. Yeah, it depends. For Tarantula Collective, some of his care videos are pretty damn good. Tom Moran, Tom's Big Spiders.
Dave's little
videos.
Yeah, I watched Dave's. I've got a couple of Dave as well.
Is the point? He's at the pinnacle of tarantula husbandry. You got Dave's Wee Beasties. He's like myself. There's boundaries that he's already pushed through before I managed to get there. They're really, really good channels. Did I say Bird Spider CH?
You mentioned them earlier, but
yeah, Bird Spiders CH. Love Tarantulas with Andrew Smith. Andrew Smith is literally the godfather of tarantula keeping. He's kept spiders. Yeah, he's kept spiders for a very, very long time, but he's also gained a lot of knowledge along that time. Because some people can keep tarantulas a long time, and their knowledge is still the same as it was when they started. With Andrew Smith, his knowledge has just gone boom. His books are absolutely amazing books, and his DVDs are absolutely amazing as well. Bird Spiders CH actually discovered a new species of tarantula in their last video. Last but one video, sorry.
I need to watch that. I haven't watched that one yet, but I saw that pop up.
Amazing. Cool. Absolutely amazing. They found it that high up, they're wearing oxygen masks. Mental. So Bird Spider CH, what he found now, in 5 years' time, will get described and people will be going, oh, there's a new spider that's been discovered. And it'd be like, no, hold on a minute, Bird Spider CH discovered that 5 years ago. It's only just been described now. And he is a really, really nice guy. So himself and Andrew Smith, Love Tarantulas, are really, 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 really worth watching because hopefully more people will watch those and they will then get more money to be able to go out into the wild and possibly discover more. Or it's like I said to Bird Spider CH, it'd be great if you could get the area where that tarantula is protected ASAP, and the only way you can do that is by people watching his content and pushing it out more. The thing is with YouTube, says Robbie, it's become a glam thing to do. So people with no knowledge are taking it up and doing the entertainment thing, which a lot of the time leads to bad practices and bad influences in the hobby. Yep, that's true. That is true. I'm very conscious because I've got a lot of good friends, and a lot of my good friends keep tarantulas, and a lot of my good friends will be the first ones to say, Scott, you fucked up in that video. So I like to do as much research as I possibly can, because I know my close friends will literally go over that and go, well, actually, Phil, if there's something needs adding, Phil will do it straight in the Premier. We'll put that comment straight in there, and I really appreciate that as well, Phil. Because if there's something I missed, I want to know about it, and I want everybody else to know about it.
What do you want? Come here then. Come on, Kublai. Good boy. Really?
I mean, Robbie's talking tease. I mean, he's a knob. He just goes off into Epping Forest. he just obviously just for views, you know. No, I do like Robbie. I like Robbie a lot, and he knows I'm taking the piss. But again, Robbie's another one that's just trying to push that educational stuff out there. But I mean, he'll be the first one to tell you the problem with pushing educational stuff out is not many people want to watch it, unless there's an entertainment value side of it there as well as, and that for me is really, really difficult because if I'm doing something educational, I'm very straight faced. I'm very, you know, I can't find too much humour. If I'm having a laugh, I'm having a complete laugh. Do you know what I mean? But yeah. Harry's also attempted to have a dubia colony. I got a large popcorn box with holes drilled all over, paper towel in the bottom, egg cartons. I missed it once a week. Add carrot. I use Scott's oats, and then I also put a bit of this in the bottom when I've got it, which is just a bit of bug grub. And oranges. Everybody says dubias and red runners breed really, really well if you put oranges in. I think it's because when you mist, the mist doesn't stay there for very long, so it's high humidity, it disappears. I think by putting quite a few oranges in there, it holds humidity for longer, and they're able to drink for longer before you need to mist again, or before you need to replace those oranges, and that's what I do.
Yeah. Rabbit biscuits.
You get cat biscuits, rabbit biscuits.
Rabbit tends to be better. I would say rabbit's better nowadays because it's like less protein.
Something I meant to ask you, Phil, was because I've been thinking about doing it and I haven't, and I keep forgetting to ask you, and that's about potato peelings going in with red runners and hissing cockroaches and dubias.
I've given them potato peelings.
I'm going to try that because that's one of the waste items that goes from our kitchen to the bin, which I don't want it to go to the bin. I want it to be used.
You got some beetles.
The sun beetles munch it. Yeah, I'll put it in with that. But I'm more thinking of the hiss colony.
Yeah, hisses. They'll need. I mean,
because there's a lot of moisture in potato peelings.
Yeah, I sometimes have potato peelings. Whenever I put them in stuff, they just dry out really quickly sometimes. But
Exotic Radio Podcast. Oh, Scott, I'm having trouble keeping my pets. I'm having troubles keeping my pet keepers moist. And he said, I'm having trouble keeping my pet keepers moist. So not the pets, but the pet keeper.
Well, you've got to run around with a Mr. Bottle. Come here. Stop trying on.
The penny dropped. The penny dropped. She said, I'm having trouble keeping my pet keeper moist. So she's on about herself. Video chat me. We'll work that out.
That's an instant dry up, that is, isn't it, Scott?
Ultra. That's what the beard for. The beard's for the moisture.
Oh yeah, talking of hissing cockroaches, Scott.
I know. I'm skint at the moment, so as soon as I got a bit of cash, I'll send some over.
No, if you favourite postage, if you want to send them.
No, I'll cover that. I said I would. My millipedes ate my mulchers. All veg cut off. Go to the
millipedes, you've got millipedes. They love potato.
Except onion. Is there a reason the onion don't go in, or it's got that chemical in it that it repels insects, doesn't it?
Yep. Yeah.
That'd be the same as garlic, and that's with quite a few animals. That garlic, it's all like the bulbs, isn't it?
The freaking plastic enclosures. I can't think of the name. Yeah, right. Cricket keepers. The best thing to do with a cricket keeper, I find, is empty it, put it in the cupboard, and leave it in there.
Oh God, no, I won't use it either. Crap.
Otherwise, what I do with these guys would not work in a cricket keeper, because for some reason they just dry out so quick.
That's
and I still have a few. I've got Tiliticatl and Brachypalmas in them, and I've got a GBB in one. That's about all I keep in them, to be honest.
Oh, they're crap. They were the worst things I ever bought. They're
I
just
don't-
dumped in a corner now.
I don't understand why they dry out so quick, because there's not an airflow coming up through the soil, but it still seems just to go dry.
It's just because, like, essentially the lid is
lidless,
just pure ventilation. Because like Exoterras can dry out really quickly as well. So
Good girl. You're coming up, Sakura. Good girl.
With the Exoterras, though, you tend to go pseudo-naturalistic, so you tend to be on them, don't you, more?
yeah.
That's another thing, Cracks. If you put plants in, you tend to spray a lot more, so you tend to keep them damper. Hold on, what did I do? Where is it? Where did I put it? I don't know where I put it. I have one, and I'll put clean film around half of it. Around half of the lid, just to see if it make much difference. Oh, it's right at the top. Yeah, so you can get the lid, and you can put clean film around half of it, and you could put a Simani in there, I suppose, where the clean film is. That could be the wet side. I want to say now that I've switched to topsoil in faunariums that holds the moisture better. Ambient humidity is abysmal. I'm in the kitchen, so humidity in here it changes daily, which makes life for me difficult. Especially with the P. Herodia. I must admit they're the worst ones that I have to. I'm on that enclosure. I'd say near enough every day. Every day. If I ever have a holiday, God knows what I'll have to do. Probably not gonna have a holiday.
So it's the thing we got.
Yeah, I'm going to go soon. I'm getting off.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I said that was about half an hour ago.
Yeah, it's like nearly hitting midnight.
Wow.
Even the cats, some of the cats are passed out.
Big D's in New Mexico. Actually negative rainfall.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. The videos you could get of tarantulas in the wild, though, that would be epic. I suppose in New Mexico, you'd probably... Have you got a basement? Because a basement's going to hold humidity a lot better than what your actual house is.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I could think of. If it evaporates before it even hits the ground, that's why it's negative. Yeah. Night, Lizzie. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream before we go on another subject and spend another half an hour chatting. To anybody that's been here since the start, thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. Before we end the stream, just double check that you've dropped me a like, and if you guys could also comment on my videos and share them out, it will help me out no end. Definitely. I'm trying. I've got to stop reading the comments, otherwise I'm going to go get onto another subject. We will be here for another half an hour to an hour. Yeah, definitely. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Excuse me. I've got another video coming out on Thursday. Phil, when's your next one?
Tomorrow night, actually. I'm trying to do two a week at the moment.
Phil's got one tomorrow night. Jackie, you got any?
I'm to be doing one week. And then I'm going to try and do a live on Saturday. But everybody, the Saturday just gone. Everybody went live. So I only had a few people in. I was like, bugger this, I'm going.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to get into doing two a week to try and get to 1,000 by May.
Should do it.
Should do it. I'm like 614 at the moment, so
yeah.
I'm still trying to get to 500.
If we all push you out as much as we did Spider-Man, we should get there.
That's it. So, but you know, I'd like to get it. If I don't get there by May, I don't get there by May. It doesn't bother me.
Hey, Jack. Thank you. I'd share what you guys are the only people I talk to. Oh, bless you, D. That's pretty awesome. Anyway, yeah. Night, everybody.
Yep,
take care. Everyone. See you next Tuesday and obviously Thursday for the Prem.